Yo, 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 what it do? What it do? It's your boy, DJ, Dope Boy Fresh, you know what I'm saying? Owner of Royal Caribbean Exotics, host of Off the Plizank. Man, we're back with another one, man. You know what I'm saying? I just got that fresh shower, so gotta make sure you're looking good, feeling good. You know how that is, man. But nah, man, definitely got another fun episode this week. You know what I'm saying? Got my open panel with my boys. You know what I'm saying? I love the female of the group. She's running a little behind, but nonetheless, we still gonna have a good time. Um, like I said, this week is the open panel, so we might have some random guests pop in from time to time while we discuss some different things that's been going on in the community and the hobby today. You know what I'm saying? We'll have some different topics. We'll keep it fun. You know how we do on the open panels, man. We keep it real. What's the word I'm looking for? Funny, I guess, when we feel like it. But nonetheless, if you're just not tapping in for the first time, go ahead and hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button for the kid one time, you know what I'm saying? And definitely consider joining the channel, Definitely got members only content every week. Also, we'll have member only giveaways, channel giveaways, per se, for the highest tier as far as when it comes to like clutches and stuff like that, and other things that it'll entail other things if you get into different tiers. So definitely consider joining the channel. You dig? What else I got? Before we get into the nitty gritty? I should probably bring my people onto the stage, huh? All right, so coming to the stage, you know what I'm saying? He a shooter. You know what I'm saying? He be shooting with bow and arrows and shit, hunting chickens. Well, he don't hunt chickens. He hunt everything else in the woods, but he raises chickens. Call him the Chicken Man. He already influenced the other person on his panel, Major. But the thing. Now he done moved on to quails. So if y'all want to get y'all quail game up, you know what I'm saying? Holla at my boy. Coming to the stage now. You like him? I love him. That's my brother from another mother, my OG. B, what up? 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 What up?
Yo,
How you feeling?
a lot of people don't know we're actually twins in real life.
Facts. I don't know why they just we just
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
see
know. I don't know. I don't know why they be acting like they don't see it, but I don't know. They some haters, bro. That's all that is. They just some haters. All right, man. We're really triplets because we got another
Yes, sir.
sibling. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how we all came out. We got the same moms, different dads. No, same dads. Shit, we got something. Coming to the stage, man. He's been rocking with me since day one. Gets on my motherfucking nerves, but I love him. I wouldn't change it for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like he keeps me grounded when I don't want to be grounded. That's the part about it. Pause. I don't know if that's a pause moment or not, but it just sounds crazy. But still, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't even started this damn show. To be honest, to be honest, he probably wouldn't even started this show. But it motivated me and just told me, shit, bro, do it. I got your back. You know what I'm saying? I always got my back. Even when I'm wrong, we're gonna be wrong together in that moment. But he gonna let me know backstage, hey, bro, you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't gonna let y'all know I'm wrong. But he gonna let me know I'm wrong. So, definitely want to bring this brother. Definitely want to give. I'm gonna give all y'all flowers, but definitely want to give my boy. Say what did they probably say? That he wanted to get milky fella. I'm fucking crying. But yeah, man, definitely want to bring this guy to the stage. Y'all call him Mr. No Clown, Mr. No Brown, or Mr. Brown, Mr. I Hate Browns. Coming to the stage, PNP. Brandon, what up, bro? What up, bro?
What up, gang? What up, gang? What up, bros? How y'all doing today?
Good,
feeling
man.
good, man.
Good.
Feeling great. Trying to let everybody know that we are siblings, man. But they they think that we can.
Man, they know what it is. They can see the
I don't know why.
resemblance.
I don't know why they feel like
Yeah.
that, man. Yeah, that shit crazy. I know,
My beard don't connect. It's trying.
We already got special guests and shit. Look at you. I don't even know who that. What dog is that? That's not Sumo, is it?
Yeah, Sumo.
Sumo big ass said, "Fuck it, I'm trying to get into the goddamn frame." What up? What up?
Nah, he get a special tribute today because I don't got Niglet and I got loose rat down here. So
You got loose rat in the house? Hey, Norwegian.
A Norwegian.
Yeah, you have to tell
That
this.
joint like this big, bro. That joint
You
like
gonna have to
that
tell this.
big.
You gonna have to tell the story how that happened, bro, in a minute. But before we get into all that, let's go ahead and holler at these sponsors real quick and go ahead and pay these sponsors a little bit of our, give them a little bit of our time. It is. Shout out to Grey Rider Reptiles, one of the leading share testing brands in this hobby. As well as breeders of the ball python community, they have numerous tests ranging from the yellow belly morph to morphs like sunset and are growing every day. If you're wanting to find out the genetics of your ball python, just send it in to Grey Rider Reptiles and they'll take care of it. Their website is www.sharetesting.com. Let them know that I sent you. Here it is. Hey man, shout out to the unofficial sponsor of the channel, K Joseph. Rising B-list celebrity in this hobby, KG got that all-around great knowledge, and he's also a great guy. If y'all aren't in the Patreon, it's a problem. And as always, it ain't a project unless you put a bomb in it. Oh yeah, and make sure you send the link. Shout out to BNS Reptilia, distributor of coconut substrate The Chipper and their premium coconut substrate Cocoa to Go. BNS prides themselves on immaculate customer service and always putting their customers first. You can reach BNS Reptilia on Instagram for your substrate needs. Tell them that I referred you. And once again, thank you for being a sponsor, BNS. We appreciate you.
Hey, what? If you playing a game, what is that?
I was feeling real festive.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm a slave for you.
That man said he a slave for you. I don't know what he got going on, but we're gonna let that ride. We're gonna let that ride.
Ain't that right? Is that a real song?
I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe Britney Spears or something. I don't know. It was kind of real crazy. Like
That's
real crazy with it.
That's what TikTok will do to you.
Yeah, I see. You know, he's back on it. He was on Instagram for like 5 seconds, and then he just jumped back on TikTok when it came back. I don't even. It's like you can't even tell that he was even on Instagram, bro. That's crazy. And mind you, he started off on Instagram. So I'm like, how you just you just gonna abandon what you started off with? But it is what it is.
You just left him hanging, right?
Wow.
Facts, bro. Just left Instagram hanging like that. That's wild. But I seen a couple of
yeah.
I sent some folks the link, so we might have some folks pop in. But let's go ahead and say what's up to the folks in the Chizzy chat. One of y'all want to do the honors, or y'all want me to handle that? Y'all good? You got it?
I can do it.
Yeah, just don't fly like you. Don't be flying through like you be flying through, please.
Way to be a team player, bro.
What's good, James? Silent Assassin. I appreciate you for tapping in first and always.
What up, James?
Channel member. Sean O'Connor, what it do? The Sultan S of support.
Good evening.
Good evening. That's exactly how you read it. I read it the same, bro, in that same voice. What's good, bro? Appreciate you for tapping in, bro.
What up,
Appreciate you. Chondro gang. Nerd. What up, Rock? What's good? Send the link. Check your DM, bro. The link is definitely there, bro. Check it. What's good, kid? LMK. Y'all make sure y'all check out their show, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. I think it's at 9:30 tonight after this. Later on in the evening, it comes on. So definitely check them out, man, and let me know. Show. LMK show. Holla at them boys, man. What's good, Raj? One of our top supporters. Appreciate you, man. Been there since day one. Then they caught almost all the off the plank episodes up to this season, for real, I definitely appreciate that, bro. Definitely, what I'm saying? Definitely do. Make sure y'all join the channel, man. You got some more. I got a lot of fun behind the scenes shit coming up, bro. It's a different side of things, a different side of me, you know. Mitzi.
Hey, you
What
gonna
it do?
I ask later.
Okay. What it do, Mitzi? Appreciate you tapping in. What up, unofficial sponsor, sad sponsor?
shit.
We still gotta make this, you know, in your circle, out of your circle, all that good jazz. We gotta get that boy a commercial on the show. In your circle, out of your circle, in your square, out of the square, triangles, and all that good shit, shapes. We gotta get that boy a commercial, man. I got you though, bro. I just need.
Well, he about to be back
you
on YouTube too. He about to start.
Oh yeah,
shows and
see,
stuff
there it
like that.
is. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure
Y'all
y'all
go
follow
follow him.
Dylan, man. For real, Burn King. What's good, Trace? Glad to see you finally back. Ain't seen you in a minute. Boy,
What's
boy,
up?
where you been? Where you been? Hey, Trace. What's at the end with the boy, where you been? What it do, John? What's up, John? Appreciate you for tapping in, brother. As always, another
What's
number one
good?
supporter, man. Appreciate you, bro. He could never caught on episode 2. Big Mike, not
shit.
medium,
What
not
up, bro?
medium. What it do, big bro? Appreciate you for tapping in, bro. Y'all make sure y'all tap into the Hurt Collectors Network, man. They got hella shows all week, bro. You know what I'm saying? Definitely tap in, bro. Damn it, every day of the week they got a show. If y'all ain't
Hey,
tapped in, y'all make sure y'all subscribe.
DJ is definitely the MC of the night, bro. He is definitely the MC.
Bro, I just got hella energy because I changed my oil, which is so fucking weird. I don't know. That shit's wild, bro. What's good, Ryan? What's good, Ryan?
I'm
Boom!
Fucking
Y'all make
amped,
sure y'all
bro.
shop with Ryan, man. Ryan got them shot glasses.
What up?
Got
What
them
up,
shot
Ryan?
glasses. He got what else he got? He got another shot glass. What else? What else? He got the coasters. I got the bottle opener in the kitchen and shit. Yeah, man. And he got the tall shot glass. Hey, man, Ryan got mad shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never seen a reptile guy with fucking shot glass. You see how he thinking outside the box, trying to make sure that he helps us, you know, not be sober. Trying to give us reasons not to want to be sober. What's good, mofo? Forge family, what it do? What it do? Appreciate y'all family from another, I don't know, on the other side of the world type shit.
Up that side of the world.
Man, this long hair, big. Nah, I'm just playing. What up, big bro? I'm only saying that, yo, if y'all could only see the shit that Will sent fucking Brandon, bro, in a group chat, bro. Will, when I see Will is on site, I promise you, I don't care how big Will is. When I see Will, it's on site, bro. When I see you in Atlanta, it's on site. Just be ready. That's all I'm saying. Man calling me the glizzy gobbler. Prophecy, I'm so mad with prophecy. Prophecy should have never said that whole glizzy nonsense because now Will just took it and ran with it.
Hey, Will be
right.
Number 2 is gone, bro. Will is gone.
I purposely didn't even respond. What's good, Jamie? That's a dope logo that you got in your on your little thumbnail.
That is.
Yeah, it's tough. What did they say? Gecko who? Thank you, my love. What did they say? Gecko who? Gecko Grove? Gecko Groove?
Yeah.
Gecko
Grove.
Yeah, that's tough. Grove, that's tough. Yeah, that's tough.
That is nice. I like that.
Hey, Ron, is that number 3? I think that's number 3, ain't it?
Yeah.
Appreciate you, bro. Definitely smash that like. Bond Squad. What it do, buddy?
Yeah, that's everyone.
He getting something.
That ain't everybody. You said it's everybody?
Yeah, that's everybody.
You flew through everybody like that?
Yeah.
He rocket.
You just went to the bro. You missed Josh. What it do, Josh? Appreciate you.
I thought he was first.
Having a ball, Josh.
James was first.
James was
first.
Yo, Brandon might be on some drugs.
Hold on,
what
man.
It
I
do,
gotta
Josh?
put this dude upstairs.
Go ahead.
I just
go
think
ahead,
y'all
bro.
catch this rat today.
You good? Go ahead.
I
I muted you. What up, Josh? Appreciate you for tapping in, brother. Appreciate you. Like, he just skipped Josh like Josh didn't exist. That's crazy. Why you do Josh like that? That's crazy. Who else we got in here? Let me try to check before we go through the actual.
It's fuzzed up, man.
Oh, what up, B Lock? Let me go ahead and Smurf. I appreciate you for tapping in. Hit the like button if you haven't already.
Appreciate it.
For sure. Share this out, man. Share out this live, man. We trying to bring more family in to our crew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we can expand.
Bring it in.
We're trying to bring more people in. We're trying to bring y'all in. Who else we got? I got a Smurf B-Lock. Who else we got in? I don't know. Probably somebody from your page, my page, somebody's page.
Oh, I sent a couple people. I had some questions some people was asking about, so I think we can go over some of them.
That'd be
For some
cool.
people that just friend requested me on IG randomly. I just did that to get down to the bottom so I can.
You have the question. You want to type the questions in so they can pop up on the screen. Just type it like a Just type it like a regular comment, bro, and I'll just pull them up on the screen.
Okay.
You know, Brandon ain't the most tech savvy. Brandon ain't the most tech savvy.
Just know, like when I'm not at all. I don't be knowing how to do all that stuff.
Yeah, man, that might be a question. How many licks does it take till you get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
A 3.
One,
a 3.
two,
a 2. A 3. We'll have to help Brandon get
I remember them commercials, man.
I do too, man. That commercial was hilarious.
You think they're showing my?
Go back, young.
That's what I say. They're showing our age.
That's young.
What Dylan said? What happened to the feminine brother of the group? I don't know why you're asking questions about yourself.
You might still be at work.
You might still be at work, Dylan. If you, I don't know why you keep asking questions about yourself, bro. You might still be at work.
Oh, so we got another one. One.
McMusic loving it. Appreciate you for tapping in. Go ahead and hit that like button. Let me go ahead and smurf you real quick. Who else? B-Lock. Yeah, I smurfed him already. Oh, he thought he meant the other menace. Who's the other? You talking about Banner?
Yeah, you talking about Banner.
Damn, we call Banner a boy. That's crazy. I can't wait till Banner get back. I'm snitching. I am snitching.
Oh, hold up. We got some more. We got some more coming in.
What it do, Fred? Y'all make sure y'all tap in Atlanta. If y'all come to Atlanta for the Bob SRE, the Southeast Reptile Expo, y'all make sure y'all holler at Fred. He will be at a U.S. art table, man.
Hey,
commercial
just as excited for that as I was for Daytona.
Facts.
So quick question. Because Brian, you coming up to Atlanta, right? For the
yes,
the Bob show. Y'all gonna vlog?
We have what?
Y'all gonna vlog? Are you gonna vlog the show?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be doing like little 15-minute quick interviews at Herb Collectors too. With other people.
Oh, that's gonna be dope.
That's tight.
Yeah, this show gonna have all kind of media coverage.
Ro's gonna be doing it too.
That's tight.
I'm mad I didn't do it. The first show, what I should have did was, me and I was vending the first show, so, and I might end up vending this show too. I just gotta wait on some confirmation. But I should have vlogged the first show and did a compare or where we started to where we, you know what I'm saying, like, and show how it evolved every show.
Yeah.
Well, technically, like the first show we did, remember you did bring the laptop when we had the laptop.
But I ain't talking about just me. I was talking about the Southeast Reptile Expo itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I don't know. We'll figure it out, bro.
That's my best friend. You better.
That's crazy. Damn, she just said forget the rest of us. We just
forget everybody.
She gonna hit us with go bestie. Hit the rest of y'all. Hit us with the hate to the rest of y'all. That's
hey man, whole different circle.
Shit, that ain't even a circle. It's like a line. That's a line. That ain't even a fucking circle, bro. That shit crazy. We all chopped up. Dylan, you ain't lying, bro.
Over with it.
Shit, man. Oh, I just want you to know, Banner. Dylan called you a boy. So you take that up with Dylan. Dylan called you a boy.
I guess you ain't see the comment he said up top when he said snitches get stitches.
He said that.
Yeah, he said it right here.
Hey, he's like a goblin. Oh no, ain't no goblin. I'll take them stitches though.
Goblin glizzy.
Goblin.
But So what's the first question you got for us tonight, my brother?
All right, so the first question is gonna be the same question I asked the other night on, and it was, damn it, I'll type it in the chat. Damn it, I forgot.
What was it about? Male ball pythons? I forgot what it was too.
I forgot what it was about. It was about, I know it was about breeding. Forgot what it was about. All right, well, off of that one, I had another question from somebody that sent to me on IG, and it says,
It says crickets.
I'm typing it.
Oh, silence.
I'm buying a soundboard.
Ah, I hate that you don't have a soundboard on here.
And I'm giving the controls to Banner.
Oh wow, that's crazy. We will never get nothing done.
Yes.
We will never get nothing done. Damn. Did you type it?
It's a 3-part question.
I've done the one about
it's
where
right
you like.
It's right here.
Oh.
So I was asked, is having 5 snakes the same as having 20? And the question was brought up because they were on the rampage of, oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. And just buying. They weren't really in the process of trying to get into breeding. So I was just telling them, breeding just sometimes happens. Like once you start picking up stuff, you start to experiment and think different ways. So what do you think is the difference between having 5 snakes as a pet or having 20 snakes as a pet?
As a pet? Nothing.
A pet,
or just in general? Or just in general? Do you
breeding?
Are you talking about breeding?
Yeah, I would say
breeding.
They don't know if they want to breed. That's the thing. They just like the ball pythons. They just like the snakes. So he was like, I'm thinking about, he was like, he has 5 right now. And he was on Wolf Market and he was looking. And I was like, I'm telling you, it's addictive. You're gonna keep buying. And then the more stuff you start to watch, you'll start to want to try to adventure into breeding. So he was like, it's a difference from having 5 versus having 20.
I'll tell you the first difference.
I mean, like mentally, no. Cost-wise, yes.
That's what I'm about to. I'll tell you, it's 4 times the work, 5 times 4. So like you said, 4 times or whatever the work, 5 times the work.
I would say mentally no, because I mean, how quick can you clean 20 snakes?
Like actually take the time and pay attention to 20 snakes and learn that. I mean, like even with what I got, I probably got like I don't have the biggest clutch. I probably got like 100 and something snakes, right? I know.
Damn, bro.
That's not nothing. That's a lot. That's a lot to you.
I'm bringing more to you too.
100 and something snakes, right? But like even just it, I find it sometimes I can. So that's what my whole vlog and my behind the scenes and my member stuff is about. So definitely join and you'll see how my day-to-day life goes. But I tend to find it a little bit not necessarily difficult because you know what I'm saying, you got to make time, but it's definitely something. It definitely takes time to definitely get into a rhythm of balancing and like you know what I'm saying, structuring your life to where you take care of this amount of snakes and then you gotta still deal with your your significant other. If you got kids, you gotta deal with your kids and you gotta do your job. You know what I'm saying? Like so I find it to be definitely a little pull and a little give and take to what you got going on. So you gotta be able to balance. I find it a little rough sometimes, but you know what I'm saying? If you have 5 snakes, it's definitely not that strenuous of a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's anything hard.
Like, the more that I think about that question, it's like I keep coming up with different scenarios now. It's actually a really good question. So I think like the difference between 5 snakes and 20 snakes is I got 5. I got a pet. I got a lifestyle.
Major.
You know what I mean?
Major.
Like that's probably the biggest difference.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like when you got 20 snakes, bro, like you said, you buy one, you start buying another, you buy another, you buy another. At 20 snakes, bro, at some point you gonna start thinking of it like, okay, so how do I turn this into? You wanted to start making money for itself, so you don't gotta keep coming out of the pocket, and that's a whole other expense.
Yeah.
You know, so granted, it's some people that have a lot of animals, and it's not necessarily a business to them, but bro, 8 times out of 10, you're gonna probably turn it into some type of hobby where it can make its own money, so you ain't got to keep paying all that extra money. You know what I'm saying?
Basically,
Like,
it can fund for itself.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because 20 snakes is a decent amount of snakes to even have. Like, whether you still doing educational shows with them 20 snakes or anything like that, you know?
Now think of if you got 20 fucking bang-a-langer snakes.
And so that was the thing too, because he was more so interested in.
Yeah, man, I was gonna introduce you. Hold on, before you continue, let me bring Ben up to the stage. Shout out to the princess, the Minotaur side herself. God damn it! Welcome to the stage, Miss Princess Banner.
So rude.
What up?
Just pop the hell up like a goose and shit.
Yeah.
She said,
Yeah, so I was
Never mind.
thinking like 5 snakes. You have, because when I first got in, I had like 3, and it was like I had it strategically mapped out to where if this one feeds, I can hold this one. If this one feeds, then I can hold this one. This one might be a shed. So I was always able to have an animal out. And then when I thought about getting more, it was like now I got even more of an option to have an animal out at all times.
Yeah.
But the workload does catch up. You know what I mean?
for sure.
So it definitely does catch up. Whether you enjoy it or not, it definitely does catch up. So it's definitely work to be put in, and you don't want to overwhelm yourself just to be able to say you have them. You know what I mean? Like if you can't properly make sure they stay clean and you keep water around them and all that type of stuff, then it's no point to just keep chasing.
Yeah.
With your
What up, y'all?
I know you ain't come on our show without your damn camera on.
Man, 'cause listen, I ain't gonna lie right now. I'm not camera presentable. Listen, brother, I was just on my show without the camera on. It ain't nothing against y'all.
That's why.
I'm about to put oh, he got hair?
No, I ain't got no damn hair.
So what made
That's
you
the
not camera
point.
presentable? What made you not camera presentable?
I ain't even gonna lie, because when I saw that there was an open panel, I was already laying down in bed. I ain't got no shirt on. I'm just looking crazy right now.
You're pulling a Kyle.
You looking like you about to have Diddy time. That's what it is.
Yeah, got the Vaseline behind me and everything. You know, shit.
Oh Lord.
Miles Rock is empty. I'm ready to go.
All right, Rox, what do you think? What's the difference in your perspective of having 5 snakes versus having 20?
How can I say this? I think a lot of people, like, sometimes they get it just to be like, I got it, or just to be like, oh, I got this many snakes, so they could. It's like in their mind, it's like a cool thing, like, oh, I got 58,000 snakes, so look at me, like, bro, just like you said, just do what you can handle. Like, it ain't no rush. Like, I've been stuck at the same. I mean, well, I got the clutch now, but I was stuck at the same number for a long time, like, because that's just what I was comfortable with. So.
Yeah.
You gotta eat, like I tell everybody, you don't take on. It's just like anything in life, bro. If you making $40,000 a year, you don't go buy a $400,000 house, get a car note that's $1,200, get insurance that's $800, have 8 kids. Like, bro, like, that's not sustainable. Or I stay within my means. I know what I could take care of now. So
sincere right here. What up?
That's funny.
Yeah, I agree. Banner, what do you feel the difference between having 5 snakes and 20 snakes? How many do you have right now? 5?
95.
He trying to play.
I have 11. Thank you.
I'm trying to play her gangster.
Oh, you be holding out. I only be seeing like 3.
We be saying the same 5. We be saying the same 5.
Banner got 11, and the one that she stole from KG.
I that was the whole point of what I said earlier. Like, I wanted to grow and see how much I can handle. I didn't want to overdo myself. I wasn't trying to get 50 snakes and then not want to take care of them or whatever. So that's why I've been very selective and picky and everything.
That's smart.
That's smart. That's
You're
smart.
like 1 in 1 million that start out that way.
Hey, you know where I messed up at? You know where I
is.
think I messed up at first when I first got back into it? That's why I had to retool my collection. It was like, okay, I knew I wanted to breed. So I was like, instead of just being smart and taking the time, saving up for a certain snake, I'd be like, okay, I want to create let's just say a Batman. So now I go get a spot nose that's head clown. Then I go get this. I done got 4 different snakes so I could eventually pair those and pair the babies back. Then pair, like, bro, just save up and get what you want. Don't just buy
Buy a
something just to
Batman.
buy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Buy a Batman.
Yeah, because you gonna wind up wasting money that way. Because if I go and I'm trying to make one snake and I go and buy 10 snakes to try to breed back and eventually make this snake, I got to think about caging, I got to think about heating, I got to think about food before I know it. And the same time span that I raise those up, I could have just went and bought the one.
And you also have to think about being able to get rid of those animals once you hit what you want to hit. So
Exactly.
not easy as said and done.
Well, if you're having like banger clutches with only 5 or 6 clutches and they're all bangers, they won't be hard to get rid of.
That's right.
Yeah.
But if you have a bunch of stuff that's pointless, it will be.
That's true. All right, got another question, and it is here. At what point does keeping switch from a hobby to a business in your perspective?
Oh. I'm not the one to ask, bro. I'm too close to retirement. That shit's not happening.
From a hobby to a business. Mm-hmm.
I say if you're trying to make money off of it, then you look at it like it's a business. It really just depends on what your goals are, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say something similar because, like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I could sit up here and get on a level, let's just say, of Justin Kabelka. To me, it's still gonna be my hobby. Now, am I making something sustainable off of it? Yes, but I'm doing it because this is just what I like to do. It's not a business. I have other businesses that I really tend to.
There's nothing wrong with making money off your hobby, by the way.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I get to that level, I'm still making money off of it. But
no, I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, in my mind, it's still not a business. It's just my hobby that happens to be profitable.
Yeah, right. There you go. The point where you start treating it like a business.
Yeah, it's like Pokemon cards, shit.
So do you think you can have two? Do you think you can use this as 2 different avenues? Like you can use it as a hobby and as a business? So the reason I ask is because I feel like I'm using it as a hobby and a business. The business is the educational side. The hobby is the breeding side. Like, I'm not pressed no more to just clutch. If it doesn't benefit what I absolutely want to get to, I'm not really pressed to go that route. But the educational part is what still drives me. So my educational part to me would be more so the business, and the breeding would be more so the hobby.
I got you. Yeah, you could. I feel like you could split the two up. I mean, because if you do photo shoots or birthday parties or stuff, that's like more of a business aspect. Like you said, the keeping and the breeding and just having fun with it, that's the hobbyist part. It's a weird balance.
Yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying, because it'd be like, hobby being a terrible word, because it'd be like anything else. Like if you were playing golf, or, we talked about this before, like the hobby aspect of it, and like why not making money off it doesn't bother some of us. Because if I wasn't breeding ball pythons and spending money on ball pythons, I'd be spending money on golf or fishing or some other hobby.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's why I always say this will always probably just have always remained a hobby to me, or lifestyle,
Yeah.
so to speak. Because when you get into fishing, so that's where I was going. If you get into fishing, or if you get into golf, that becomes kind of like a part of who you are. You know what I mean? Like a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Ah,
Shout out to the
yeah, I can agree with that. Because technically, it is a lifestyle. Like you literally have to mold your life for. So that's one thing I learned about just keeping any type of animal. They're a leisure. They are not a necessity. They are a leisure. It is a away from reality moment that you can pop that we seek to get from when we have animals. So we have to fit their lifestyle because all they know how to do is be exactly what they were created to be. You know what I mean? So we have to mold our day to wake up, walk the dog, feed the dog, put the dog up in a safe environment so that we can go to work, do what we need to do, then come home, pet the dog, walk the dog, feed the dog, even though this dog knows I'm your best friend. You know what I mean? Like he's doing what he's supposed to do, but we still gotta mold our days to do what he's supposed to do as well. So yeah, it's definitely a lifestyle versus a hobby. I'm gonna take that into consideration instead of just saying hobby.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, because, yeah, like, I mean, for most of us, one of the first things we do when we get home after we make sure family good and everything is start looking through the rats, making sure everything is everything. Everybody is.
Brandon, you late. I already done hit all that. You good? You late? I
Oh,
got you. When
my
you
bad.
yeah.
My bad.
appreciate the
Yeah, you ain't lying, dude. 'Cause
yeah,
the first thing I do every single day when I come home is I go and look right into the chondro enclosure.
And the reason the reason it's a lifestyle is because we do it without even thinking about it.
Yep.
It's not like a think thing. It's just like when I had COVID, I'm still getting up.
Still gotta move. Still gotta do it.
He said,
Yeah, that's my car.
He just got COVID. He just picked up COVID just now.
I'm talking about even after I had my little surgery that I had to have. I'm limping over there to the cages. Just, so, like you said, it is literally a lifestyle.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
me
we like,
personally, I got like maybe 14 years till I'm retiring. So it's like leaving my job to make this a business is not even a fucking option. Like we're going full retirement.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. I
feel like
can
if you were to
definitely
do
see
that, I feel like if you had to do that, you would have to be setting yourself up from now or from before. You know what I'm saying? Like
When I'm retired, I'll
No,
have every day to do this.
well, I'm saying like setting yourself up as far as like the animals and like you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Because most people use their income that they make at work to fund the hobby. So you'll have to be if you want to make it a full-time thing, you'll have to be setting all of the putting the building blocks in place from now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Like one thing I ain't never gonna do. I love this lifestyle, but I ain't never breeding rodents.
Man,
why you say that?
Let's talk about rodents.
Why you say that? Rodents ain't that bad though.
I feel that way, Rock. I feel that way.
That's a dub.
Oh, I gotta tell you, but I don't breed rodents, and it's costly.
It's costly as hell. If you don't breed like.
I feel like eventually I'm gonna have to, but I'm gonna hold out for as long as I can.
I'm gonna say this. Listen, I understand it's a little more costly not breeding it, but I don't have the patience. I don't even like rats. Okay, I don't have the patience. I like with my snakes. I love them. I like them. Like this is something I've loved and liked since I was a kid. The rats, they gonna die because I'm not gonna check on them. It's gonna be 4 days. I'm going out to the shed. Everybody gonna be dead. I'm like, dang it.
I guess Rock answered your question already right there. Huh?
Yeah, I was about to say that. What is one part of keeping you would choose to do without? Rock said breeding rodents. I think Banner said the same thing, right? Breeding rodents. That's one thing you'd choose to do without. What you got, B?
Man, I got like a fucking list, dude.
Shoot for it.
Man, it's like just me and the snakes against the world, man. Fuck it. Like I don't like shipping. I don't like doing any of that shit.
Hey, that's real.
I'm just
It's
being
nerve
honest.
wracking, man.
It
Nerve,
is.
like
I
shipping
can't
to me
stand
is
it, bro. I mean, I do it, but because this is, it calls to do things like this. But man, I fucking can't stand it, man.
That's one thing I could do without the hobby.
But how do you get the snakes there without shipping? So I'm just kind of
Yeah.
bitching over more than doing without because I need it.
That's a good question.
That was just a little rant. My bad.
Nah, that was personal. For me,
Yeah, it was. I just shipped out today too, so I was fucking.
I know what I could do without. I know what I
It's
hate. I mean, I know it ain't nothing you can really do about it because it's gonna be there. But I can do without these fucking gnats. I can do without them damn gnats. Every time you open a damn tub, there's a damn gnat flying somewhere or some shit. I can do without them. But nah, realistically, I feel like some things are like I could do without all the bickering about like prices. Like people just complain. Like I mean, people gonna like they said, people gonna pay for what they want to pay for, and they're gonna pay what they think is what they gonna offer you what they think is worth. It's up to you to decide if you want to sell it for that. If you don't want to sell it for that, then just keep the shit. You know what I'm saying? To move on to the next. I mean, I feel like I can do it after that. I feel like if you really feel like this is my whole stance, right? If you feel like that animal is worth, like you put in the time, the effort, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had to do what you had to do to make sure the animal was like obvious. Especially if you don't got no ultrasound. So you really had to, that's the whole palpating and just paying attention to that shit is a whole nother skill. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you feel like you had to put your time in and your effort in to get these animals out, and then you feel like, okay, well, I think this snake could be worth $300. And somebody else might not feel like it's worth that. All of this is opinions, bro, at the end of the day. So don't really get started to get mad, but adjust. You know what I'm saying? Adjust to it. Like, okay, if you feel like it's worth $300, they feel like it's worth $200. Shit, bring it down to $250 if you got to. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody
in the
middle. But somebody, I feel like at the end of the day, somebody, even if it's not that person, somebody
is gonna see the value in it.
Gonna see the value in it, bro. Like I had a situation like that recently. Like I had a snake up on Morph Market for the last couple of months or whatever. And hell, I took the snake to a show. I had that snake marked for $150 just to get it going because I didn't want it. I wasn't breeding it, and the gene, it was a certain it was champagne. I put that snake on Morph Market for twice the price that I had it at the show. The snake gone. It sold for twice the price. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Just put it out there. You never know what might come around, but the universe got a strange way of working sometimes, bro.
Dylan said, I genuinely love everything except for the people I see spreading false information. If you don't know something, that's perfectly acceptable, but don't spread wrong information. No propaganda here, baby. No propaganda.
I feel like they had to have gotten it. I feel like with that, people have to have gotten the information from somewhere.
Yeah, some dumbass that didn't know what they was talking about told them, and they a dumbass, so they believed it. So then they tell somebody else that's a dumbass, and now you just got a trio of dumbasses.
Wait, well, can you really call the person that believed in a dumbass if they probably were just ignorant to the fact that they didn't know the information? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you telling me some shit, right?
Hold
on. It's like, listen. It's like I rock with you, right? And you might have got some information that you thought was a good thing, like a good set of information you want to share with us, but that shit is dead ass wrong. Dead ass wrong. Now you come tell me, and I'm believing it because it's you. You know what I'm saying? Like I rock with you. You can send sincere the link. I rock with you, right?
I don't know how to do it.
You see where it says everybody at the bottom?
I can do it.
Oh, so if I rock with you off the top, I'm not thinking you. I'm thinking you got my best interest at heart. So you just sharing the information because you heard it. You know what I'm saying? And you thinking it's good information. Yeah, you gonna pass that shit on. So now I'm automatically gonna probably, but like 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna believe you because I don't see why you would give me wrong information. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
no,
now,
I feel you. The reason I say dumbass, the reason I choose that word, because I tell anybody, bro, at the end of the day, even if let's say Brian come and tell me something, I still have a responsibility to myself before I believe or anything, that there's some vetting that I have to do. There's some investigation that I have to do to make sure that you're telling me the right thing.
that's real.
If I just sit up there and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do exactly what he said because I know he's right, and I don't do no other research, then I'm a dumbass.
But let me ask you this: do you not think you trying to see if he's right? Is that not research? I'm not saying to put your animal in danger and do this shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
is that still not
y'all know
research?
me, dude. You tell me something. The first thing I say to you is, "Who told you that?"
Yeah, like
Where the fuck did that come from?
like even when I'm like, I don't know how to identify ball pythons like that. I'm getting better, but like even when I had stuff, I asked one person.
Yeah,
Okay, I got your opinion. Then I asked this person. I
that's real.
asked I asked 100 motherfuckers. Now, if we come to the consistent, if out of 100 people I asked, 98 say the same thing,
Yeah, then you're
then
gonna
it's
know. Yeah,
probably right.
I feel you. I feel you. But then my thing is too, like I said, that's why I was saying, like, okay. I mean, like you said, they probably did that research and figured it out. You know what I'm saying? Some people probably just not dealing with the 199. Some people, I
But
appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you.
a
Go
lot
ahead.
of
But I feel
people
like some people will
do
tell
a
you some
lot of
shit. I
different
feel like some
shit
people,
different ways. So
You
yeah,
said a lot of people what?
do a lot of different things a lot of different ways.
That's true.
Like we
What
all
yeah.
up,
cheat
Ash?
differently.
Ash, check
And
your
what's
DM, bro. I'm about
good?
to send you the link, bro. To join
And
the
I tell
panel, bro.
people like the one thing that I've just learned in life, and this is a life thing. Like just because you rock with somebody don't really mean that they rock with you. Sometimes
That's
people will
true.
Oh,
tell you
oh,
information knowing that you
oh,
rock with them,
oh
and
my
they
God.
see they gonna tell you certain information because they know you rock with them, but they don't rock with you, so they gonna tell you something to try to fuck you. That's why I say you got to go back and check stuff. You got to go back and check because you don't listen. At the end of the day, the only thing my mom always told me is trust people to be people.
Facts.
Trust people to
Exactly
be
who they
people.
show you to be. That's who they are.
Well, that's why you got to be pretty careful about who you let in your circle.
Appreciate you, brother.
That's a fact.
All right. So
Yeah,
off of
let me.
that,
You're trying.
before we get to Trace's questions, I had another one that was basically counter to the one that we just had about. Oh, I didn't say what's one thing that I didn't like about the hobby that I would change about the hobby. One thing that I think I change about the or I can do without in the. Y'all just said it. False information, all of that type of stuff. And honestly, I think one thing that I would change in the hobby is the tiers in terms of a beginner breeder, and then you got to be an intermediate, and then you're a pro. Like I don't really agree with labels, and the reason I don't really agree with it is because
What's good,
any
brother?
point in time something can change everything. You know what I mean? Like say I found malice. If I found malice, I'm glad he found it, because if I found it, I think I probably would have did different, and I probably would have not had the right people to show me how to make the steps to get to where I need to get to with it. But I'm
Can y'all
bragging,
hear me?
like I'm on people next about
Yeah,
it. Like
look, yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Hey, yo, Vanna.
like no.
Let
Like
it
no,
up.
yeah, I definitely can do without the tears, man. Like I just feel like everybody starts from somewhere. Of course, you gotta grow and you gotta learn, but everyone's experience level is totally different. And just because you got a lot of animals, make a lot of clutches, does not mean you know more than the next person. So that's one thing that I would definitely do without the tears. I
I
can't
mean,
stand it.
a lot of people came up. I mean, just like or a lot of shit. The tears came from people that's trying to stroke their own ego.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hold on.
Like when you get a certain label, you feel like not everybody, but when you get a certain label, people feel like they somebody. Like they gotta have a label to like, bro. Like even at work, I don't listen. You could call me assistant manager, the general assistant. As long as you pay me, that's all I give a fuck about. I just want the money.
This the
Tell me
only
that.
snake I got right now, y'all. Just to let y'all
I
know.
see. Burn.
Besides what my man's over there got and my other people's out there got, they coming back though. I'm
For
still
sure,
here.
for sure.
Oh,
For
What's
shit.
up?
What up,
sure.
bro?
What's up,
That's
brother?
what's good.
What up, y'all? What's good? What's good?
Ashley,
Good
he thugging it out over there.
dude.
That's that
Appreciate
basement
you
life,
tapping
yo.
in. Yeah,
I'm at
he was
work, y'all. I'm at work.
I
I'll
appreciate you,
get that
bro.
money.
We had a quick super chat came in from Dylan. He said, if you had to choose one animal in your collection, I'm gonna get to your question too, Brent. I just want to hit that.
I think tears only matter if you care about it.
Yep.
That's right.
You know?
But
Yeah.
Dylan said, if you had to choose one animal in your collection as your favorite, what would it be?
Honestly, right now, I would say if I had to choose, one animal in my collection, like one
Your whole
snake.
collection.
Yeah, it's
Or
easy.
one
Animal.
gene.
Animal in your whole collection. Animal.
You already
I'm
know,
assuming he
Dylan.
means anything that you got.
I got more than just the snakes.
Yeah. So choose one animal, fool.
If I had to choose one animal in my entire collection,
Niglet.
I was about to say the same shit. That damn chicken. It gotta be that chicken. It gotta be that chicken,
homie, bro. That's the homie right there. But if I had to choose one snake, it'd be my boa.
Wait,
Crazy
hold
as
up.
it sounds.
What's the question? He said one animal in your collection. You got more
Yeah.
than just snakes.
Yeah, so it'd be the chicken for sure. The chicken would be my
Well, there
number
you
one
go.
animal.
That's your
I think.
there you go.
That's your
Yeah,
animal. Your chicken.
yeah.
What about you, man?
Good
What
old
you talking
nigga.
about, Niggly? You talking about Niggly?
Niglet.
You talk a lot about Niggly, yo. What the hell? Yo, I be on social media. You be going here about. As a matter of fact, I thought Niggly died.
Nah,
Something
Niglet
died.
ain't. My son's his birds died. My Niglet
Oh,
still.
okay. You see, I'm a fan, son. I be following. I follow all of y'all. I know all y'all
Well, yeah,
names.
Appreciate
we
it.
stressed
Appreciate
out
it.
for a minute.
That's what's up.
Appreciate
That's what's up.
Niglet need to go ahead and make a Hey Jen, what's up? Niglet need to go ahead and get a
Hey,
page.
Hey.
Appreciate you joining the panel tonight. Appreciate you. So, since you popped in, Jen, we're gonna hit the whole panel. Dylan asked if you had to choose one animal in your collection as your favorite, what would it be? That's all out of all your animals.
Come here.
Not just
Come here.
snakes.
Come here.
Animals in
Okay.
general.
Come here. You don't want to say hi to them? You want to say hi to the peoples? Come here. Look,
everybody.
say hi to, oh, you don't want to say hi to them? No worries.
The dog ain't rocking with us.
She's
Can
like,
you hear?
nah.
Jen,
What you said, Jen?
Yo,
can you hear us?
yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All
Yo,
right.
who we
If you
talking
had-
she
to? Which
thinking.
window?
Oh,
If
she
you
thinking
had to
What?
choose
Oh,
one,
pink
if you
shirt.
had to,
If I had to choose all of my animals, like if my house is on fire and I could only save one
Yeah.
of all of my snakes, Travis.
Oh, yeah.
Travis.
Don't you
Hey,
got birds?
yo, y'all talking to somebody that was in the apartment fire with all my snakes with news report, and I saved them all. You in violation.
I'm invited. I thought the question was who's because that's the level of logic I have to go to pick a favorite. Like
I
Yeah.
it's
got
like
you. I
picking my
got you.
favorite kid, picking my favorite dog. Like
The favorite
clearly
kid. I mean,
kids, dogs.
Wait,
Like
hold
as long
up.
as the kids and the
That
dogs
was.
are out the door, then the
Yeah.
next one I'm grabbing is Travis, who is he's my male. He's my ultra male het clown, pos het hypo, but he's just my sweetheart. Like
I
he
love
snuggles the
Ultramel.
kids, he snuggles the neighbor kids. He is just very, very personable, and he's kind of my baby. So I gotta say Travis.
it's crazy. What about you, Ash?
Uh, my 22-year-old ball python.
There you
wow,
Yeah,
go.
That's the one that's older than your
wow.
kids, ain't it?
that's it. That's
Yeah,
it. Honey. I'm saving
Honey.
honey.
Yeah.
Telling you.
Yeah.
If it was between honey and a lot of people we talk to in the chat, they be dead. It's over.
Oh,
Hey,
what
that's
about you?
real, bro. That's
Is it,
real.
wait. Is Honey Classic super classic?
Yes, she is. Yes, she
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
That's wild, bro.
Just give him
That's
big hugs.
wild.
Big hugs.
Banner gonna hate mine at the end. What about you, Banner?
Bana.
I would probably say my first snake, Nebula. She's the black pastel orange ghost girl.
Yeah.
Nebula. I like that
That's
name, Nebula.
Nebula, yeah, that's dope.
But that
What
That's
about
a
she's
you?
my
good name.
favorite. So I
That's what
think
you
I
are.
think it would be her.
Okay.
Hmm
What about you, Rock?
I've been thinking, man. I didn't ran through a couple animals in my mind.
He probably
If it was
rock
one,
Who's
scenarios.
Rock?
if it was one, my
Ooh, in
burn.
the middle.
You burn.
You
Yeah,
burn?
The berm
Like that burn
over
from
the
Dylan?
blood.
Respect.
yeah, my burn. Like man, me and my burn, bro. We went through. Listen, when I first got, I'm like, it was just something about him. Like when I went to the store, they were like, nobody wanted to get him out the cage. They're like, oh, he's gonna bite. He's mean. I just went in there, reached in, grabbed him, and we've been rocking ever since.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I need money. I need money too.
I mean, I just did the,
I
I
like
just did
money.
the
We should
video.
hang out.
I just did that video on them, the update, because I don't show them that much, because I just be chilling with them. So I was like, damn, I need to do another video because he didn't got big.
Yeah, turn the information around and forget. What about you, Sincere?
What about me?
What animal would you Brandon, you took the question off the screen, didn't
I
you?
only got one animal, like so. I had
The
many
dog?
animals. Yeah, my bully right here. That's the only animal I got with me right now
Yeah.
during my transition. However, during my times, if I was to keep a snake, it would have been my ball python. I mean, actually, I do have it still. My cousin got it.
Yeah.
Oh, and my homie right here. My man's
Okay.
Turbo. He got offsprings of it. But it's my
Okay.
ball python, man, from Streets, man. That dude Streets, that snake I had. I don't know, man. He was doing some things, so I got like some offspring of that. But it'd been a ball python, but before that, it would have been an iguana. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love iguanas.
That's what's up. What about you, Brandon?
Oh, I already said Niglet.
Oh,
Man,
nigga.
Niglet ride or die, man.
Yeah, every time I hear niggly, yo, I be thinking about chicken nuggets and all this, and like I don't even know anymore.
That is
What
not
about
his name.
Ride or die, bro.
Like whenever you say that, niggly, oh hell no.
Niglet makes me think of like corn niblets.
Everything. It is like a
Like corn
food.
niblets.
Yeah, it's food. No matter what, it just takes my mind to food, and I'm like, nah, I don't want no parts.
It's crazy.
Man, Niglet. I
Even
felt
though I
bad.
eat chicken all the time.
So I built Niglet that coop. The coop cool, everything good, but the bond, like when I walk outside, she comes to the side of the thing and be looking and be doing the little noises, and it's like, bro, I gotta leave you outside. You can't come back in the house no more. It sucks, but
That's
cool little
crazy.
bird, man.
What
Thanks to
about
B
you, Brian?
Ross.
I'm grabbing the chondro.
Chondro.
Chondro?
I knew he was gonna say that.
What's a chondro?
Oh shit! You about to
A
send
green
Brian
tree
down the
python.
rabbit hole. Green tree.
A what?
Green tree python?
Oh, and you be holding it with your hands?
No, fuck no. I think bites the shit out of me when I try.
How you gonna grab a chondro then? They say you say you grabbing a chondro. How you gonna grab a chondro then with a stick?
You don't grab a
You gonna be
damn
like-
Taking the whole cube.
It's like a
The whole
That's
cube.
too much work. That's too much
There's-
work to grab a chondro, son.
There's some important blood in that snake.
Just take the whole just take the whole enclosure and just put on a radio flyer
Oh,
wagon and just
100%.
wheel it out the house.
I'm grabbing the whole cube and going.
Mhm.
I can't do that with my damn burn. I just got to take him. And knowing his little badass, he gonna try to fight me back in the cage. He gonna be like, no, put me back. I'm like, you about to die.
We got it. We gotta go.
First thing, I'm not even gonna lie. The first thing that might end up going that I'm not saving is that damn sandball. My saving is the sandball, but I would. And if I said Banner gonna hate me for this, but the first snake that I ever had was my black pastel albino. So I'm definitely taking Helios with me. Helios gotta go wherever I go. I
got a confession. I got a confession. When y'all done, I will make my confession.
If it wasn't the chondro and I had to pick a ball python, though, the pastel het clown female is the one I'm taking with me. That was my first snake.
If
Yeah.
it wasn't Niglet and I had to pick a ball python, it would probably be it'd be the GHI, Mojave, Leopard. No, what is that? I don't even know what it is, but it's like gray. It's that one. It'll be that one.
The gray
Why you
one.
taking
Oh, that's
that?
nice.
That thing had no sentiment.
It'd be that one snake. I don't remember
now-
what the names are, but it'd be that one snake.
It'll be
Well,
that one. I know where
Hey,
I
yo.
know where it's at. I'm getting it. It's
Hey,
the
yo, my
GHI Mystic
confession is
Potion.
because I was in that situation and I had to make a decision. The first thing I got out of my crib was my son. Second thing I got out of my crib was my 2 dogs. And
Mhm.
I left all of my snakes, and that's my confession. And it was only because when I was outside and my son mentioned my snakes and the fire chief heard it, he let me go back in the building with a fire, a crew and my neighbor, and that's how I got to save my snakes. So all of you snake lovers, I'm sorry I did leave all of my snakes, but they all got saved.
Hey,
Listen,
hey.
Hey,
The fire chief gave you permission, and my hierarchy is the same. So
he's
no,
not a
Thank
no,
you.
person.
no,
He's
no
not a
shade at
person that
all.
can say anything
You
unless
feel
they've
me?
been in that
But
I
situation.
feel
I
you.
saved my son and my dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
nah,
You did what
Anybody
you
can
had
say
to do,
nothing unless
bro.
they've been in that situation.
Yeah.
Damn,
I look like I got a
damn,
big
Brandon.
belly in this. I gotta fix my shirt. Hold up.
Wow.
this dude here, man. This
Wow.
dude here.
I mean, I'm
This
Wow.
dude
48, about to be
here.
49. I'm up there, but I'm Gucci still. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So
Hey, yo, my man's down there in the corner with the shades and the hat pulled down. I don't want you to know my address.
oh man,
I'm only
that's
playing with
crazy.
you, family.
Oh, goddamn. That's funny.
So tying back into so Brandon was asking. We already asked. No, you didn't ask this question. You asked this question, but we didn't answer it.
Mm.
He said, "What's one
All right,
thing
yeah.
you'd change if you had the biggest impact in the hobby?" So if you was like, I'm assuming like a Justin Canova or Billy Rose and all that stuff. What's one thing you would change if you had that type of impact or that type of influence in the hobby? We'll start with. We're gonna scatter it around. Any, mini, money, more. Let's start with Ash.
if I had the impact of Justin,
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
pause. But
Pause.
wow.
It's a good question, ain't it?
I think if I had the impact of Justin, me,
Yeah, like you
You.
was in his shoes.
I'm trying. I want to give. I would try to hold like I don't know 5 or 6 genes if I had them stored up, and I would try to give them to like us. You see us right here.
Mhm.
That be on this panel and Wistang and all of that. I would spread genes within us,
Oh, I like your
and
language.
I would like the haves to come to us
Yes,
for
sir.
something for once. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the
Take
most
some
part,
high
most
dollar
of us,
stuff and spread it with your peoples.
we only get the trickle down. And most of the time, by the time we get what it is, and a lot of times it isn't considered investment. So if we're looking at it from an investment point, it would be good for the haves to come to us. Hey, hello, my name's Justin. You have something that I like.
Yeah.
That would be a good feeling.
Yeah.
You know it's an even better feeling? Telling them no. Because
Yeah,
you know they're going to
absolutely.
go way faster in that project than you could ever dream of because they got so many avenues to go on.
That's what I
So
would
yeah,
definitely say.
I'm kind of
Absolutely not.
You gotta
I'm
pick
kind
and
of with you on
choose.
it.
You gotta pick and choose.
Right.
Facts.
Well,
I'd
and
say, I'd say, yeah, you can have a female.
yeah. Well, that's I know that's the avenue that Antoine from DPR Cold Blooded went with the Gorilla Project. He wouldn't sell it to any of the big dogs. He was
That's
only
a smart
selling
man.
it. He was only selling it to smaller breeders that he knew couldn't outpace him, but he wanted to let them in. So that was kind of like a second gate, right? Like
Yeah.
you got to get in the gate with the money, but then you got a second gate where if you're so big that you're going to outpace me on my own project, I'm not selling to you. And I
Yeah.
think
But
that
what
was
you're
smart.
talking about, makes a lot of sense on one level. But what he's talking about, my man's over there,
Hmm.
is on a lower level. Like what you saying is like if somebody like I
Hey,
put my
Mitch,
time
that's how you
in.
feel?
I put my time in before, and then I got out, and then I spread my animals out to certain people, and I
Hmm.
don't have any animals right now, but I'm coming back. But I created another business where I be when I come back, because I followed Miguel's story, and he came back in. He has a business, and he took a certain amount of money,
Hmm.
and he came back in, and he spent it on like Jessica Boca and certain. He spent a certain amount of money. That's what I'm about to do. You know what I'm saying? I already made a six-figure business. It hasn't even been a year yet, and I made over $100,000 with my repair business. I had to leave my reptile stuff alone, but I'm back. But what I'm trying to say is, on a level of a higher end, yes, you are absolutely right. But he's absolutely right on a level where people can't afford it because I come from both sides now. I come from a
Hmm.
level like even my man's Turbo. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a winner in one of my giveaways.
Yeah, that first,
And look
that's
at
the
him now.
other one.
Like before he was none of this before. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? I even know Royal Caribbean, which I never had a personal. I keep pointing it up because I'm watching my computer at the same time.
Oh, you good?
So I'm not really looking at my phone. My phone is here, but I'm looking at y'all on my computer. I know all of y'all. Y'all probably don't. I don't know you, and I don't know the two in the bottom, the three in the bottom. I don't know who's in the middle. I don't know who that is. Is there somebody
Rock,
in the
you
middle? No.
yeah,
That's
rock in
So,
the middle, but Rock don't
that's
got his
rock.
camera on.
yes, I don't know the one in the middle and the two on the bottom, but I know everybody else.
Nice to
I
meet
only
Alright,
you. I'm
showed up in
Ash. I'm
2023
Mr.
anyway,
Malice.
so
yeah,
What's up?
And
yeah.
I
So
ain't
yeah, you
nobody. I
got you
ain't rich
got
in no. I'm not rich in the reptile industry. I ain't none of that. None
Me
of that.
neither.
I
Me
still got my
neither.
channel though, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And I got education for y'all. But I'm gonna tell you though, it ain't got nothing to do with none of that. It ain't got nothing to do with how much money you can make. This is me personal. I don't care about what anybody else got to say. It got none. It got nothing to do with how much money you can make. It got nothing to do with how many jeans you get in one snake. It got nothing to do with none of this. It's about how you like it. It's what you like. Yeah, it's what how you feel about it. And then when you build what you build and how you present the animal that you created, and when you go to like a reptile show and how you present your business, if that's what you want to go, or how you want to represent your brand, the confidence behind it is what's gonna really sell. It don't even matter who you know. I'm so serious. Like I'm
That's
like
real.
you could be a nobody and go to a reptile show, rent a booth for what is like $100 or whatever. Rent a booth, get your little license so you could be legit. Get a booth, throw four snakes on there, but set it up the right way. I guarantee you'll sell at least one if you show yourself the right way. And if you don't do it one time, come back. Be consistent. Something gonna happen.
you gotta. What you're saying is you gotta show up and be professional and be courteous and
You
have a
can't
good
you gotta know how to talk to
setup.
your peoples. You gotta be
Hmm.
professional, like you said. You gotta be if you coming out there like you from the streets, but you got nice snakes, you ain't selling nothing. Oh, I don't even give a damn if you got Jessica Boca snakes and you from the street. I don't give a damn if you rude. You can have all of that. I
I
ain't
don't know.
putting none of my
I
money.
can't. I can agree to disagree on some of that.
Hey
I need y'all to hit
yo,
that like button
I'm
though.
not
I need
just
y'all to hit
talking
that
about
like
just
button.
snake snows, snake shows. I went to a gun show just recently in the same spot where they sell snakes in Richmond, and I was paying attention to how they sell on their tables. You know what I'm saying? It's I'm telling you, it's a culture even in the gun shows, even in that whole rep. That whole thing is a whole culture. Trust me, you got to be professional. It don't matter who
Now,
you know.
I agree with that. But in terms of like, some people are buying just because of the name. They can have the
Okay.
worst. They can have the worst representation of this gene, but because they carry this name behind it, it's gonna
What if
sell.
they lying
Just for
about that
someone to be
name?
able to say, "I got a,
What if they
JK
lying about that
snake," you
name?
know what I mean? Huh?
I bought a snake that somebody sold me that was made by Jessica Boca, and it was never made by this dude. My bad. I didn't mean to talk over you.
Nah, yeah, that's true.
I
It can
bought. Matter
happen.
of fact, I bought A snake that was supposedly made by Miguel, Justin, your man's in Maryland, you know what I'm saying? All these cats and spent dollars on these cats. I got hustle, son. And you can't even prove it's really from these cats. On some real, unless you're getting it directly from them.
That's true. But if Justin had a snake on his table and it was at a decent price and he labeled it as a GHI asphalt, but it came from an asphalt yellow belly, everyone else has to label that as asphalt or yellow belly, but he can say it's asphalt and you're going to get it as asphalt.
No.
I'm gonna
Unless
sell
it
it
comes with
whatever
a
he sold
shed
it
test
as
receipt.
to me as. Like
Well,
it has to
So you
stand as
don't,
what
you
it's
don't
sold
think
to me as.
you don't think?
I
So you
think
think what?
Well, here's an example. There was a particular morph that I was looking for, and I found an example of it that was in a project I was working, and it said it was produced by so and so. I happen to know so and so, so I messaged so and I said, "Hey, this dude's saying that this snake is this. Can you confirm or deny that this snake is in fact that?" And he was like, "I wouldn't have tagged it that way because this one morph that it's got, it's an either or situation. It's not a guarantee. And frankly, this other morph that he says is in it was never even in the pairing to begin with." So building the relationships within the community is really, I think, important, because when you come
Very
across those
important.
situations, then you can reach out to the person who's the original breeder and say, "Hey, did you in fact make this snake? And is it what he says it is?"
That's the
And the good
only
breeders will
confirmation
say,
I'm going with. That's
"Yeah."
it. And that's
Yeah,
the
but
only look.
Mhm.
I'm looking in the
So
no in the comments, right? And I'm thinking like some people are saying certain things, but on some real, you can't take nobody's word for nothing, even because you really should just
so
go straight. I'm not trying to take it for nobody's small breeders and
what
all
I
that, but
think
it is what it
brother's
is.
trying to say is, if I'll use me for an example,
Mhm.
if I were to sell, let's say, Justin a Malice, right? And he
Mhm.
makes babies, right? And I have babies, right? Most of you motherfuckers are gonna go get it from him.
Because of the name.
That's what you mean because of the name. That's
yeah,
what you
Mhm.
mean.
Because of the
yeah,
name.
yeah.
That's what you mean. Yes. So that's the driving
I made a video. It's
force.
called the
Yeah,
Kaboka
you know
effect.
what I mean. But that's
Mhm.
why you gotta protect your certain things. You gotta dare to do
But if you're
different,
gonna use
man.
that
We've seen
name,
these things
if you're
before,
gonna use
bruh.
that
Like it.
name, if you're gonna use these
Mhm.
people names, make sure you show the real proper credentials that it comes from that person. Like
Mhm.
like I already told you, I have my history in this, and I bought many things that was
Mhm.
made by them, and none of them was made by them.
Dylan has to stop playing. Dylan has
So 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 when it comes to there's times where I like it's this or that, right? There's times I almost wish that we were more like the dog breeders, where we had like a pedigree, where we had like a lineage chart, where we had a way
Oh,
to
that would be
validate where
nice.
how shit was happening, where when you go to shows, like maybe you nominate a snake for like best in show for a particular morph for a particular combo or what have you. But then I hear from people who come from dog breeding who are like, "Oh my God, they're so effing toxic and we want nothing to do with them. Everybody here is way more cool."
There's too many
So,
morphs in
So
the reptile world to do the dog breed. There's too
as
many snakes, too
yeah,
many people.
yeah,
It'll be chaos.
yeah.
so
No, I mean,
as a
there is no this
hobbyist, you have to
governing
follow
body
your own
over,
eyes. Why don't you
right.
follow your own eye? No.
Shop
So
with your
like
eyes is true.
what I'm saying is, the hell with all of that. It came from him. It came
Mm-hmm.
from her. I don't give a damn. If it looks better and it came from my brother up there, I'm going to get it from my brother up there.
It's all
I
in
see,
the
Mm-hmm.
that's the
quality.
problem when people want something because it comes from that person. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, so I
I
Yeah.
want this Justin gene or whoever gene, but it looks ugly as shit. But because it comes from him and it fucking
mm-hmm.
shits gold, I want it. That's the wrong mentality. Get something because it looks better. That's it. I don't need no identity for that. I don't
Hold
need
up.
to know what's
It
up.
depends
Right.
on where we coming from now. If you coming from just to get that money, hey yo, buy all of that Justice stuff and
No,
sell all
bro.
Justice stuff.
That's the
They
wrong mentality, brother. That's the
look how
wrong
long they
mentality.
last. I mean, I
Just
can't say that.
respectfully,
They
that's
don't
the
last
wrong
long.
mentality.
No, it's the
What you
absolute
speak and
wrong
then I'll speak,
mentality.
but respectfully, that's the wrong mentality, brother.
It's
Go
the
ahead.
absolute wrong mentality. I agree with you. That's what I'm saying, fam. Them people don't last long. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? They come and they go. You know what I'm saying? And I think many of them come and go. Like even them foreigners, you know how they come on a Facebook with they from the overseas trying to sell themselves. Like they come and they go.
Mm.
I like what you said, fam. I agree with everything you just said. So don't think I was disagreeing with you.
No, no, no.
I
It-
here
I
here here's
think we need
another.
to get rid of that. It's a bad
Bro,
mindset.
listen.
That's the
If
90s, early 2000s mindset.
I
That
have
shit needs to get
absolute,
thrown out the window.
I
Yeah,
have
that's
absolute
That's
bangers from
my
breeders
answer.
you've never heard
That was
of.
going, huh? Go ahead.
I
Man,
got,
hold up, man.
I have a
I mean,
drop
hold up.
dead
I
absolute
gotta say one
banger
more thing.
from breeders that
He
nobody's
said
even heard of.
'90s, early 2000s. I have to fight them time frame 'cause that's where I'm from, son. That's my time frame, man.
Is that
All
when you
right,
were
go ahead,
born
kick it,
or when
man.
you started
toxic.
buying snakes, man?
Y'all was toxic back
Oh
then.
man,
It was
I'm from
toxic
the
back then.
'90s
Just
era
from
as far
just
as
from what I hear.
anything.
Sincere, respectfully, you got to listen to us, bruh, because we've been in this for a second now. And when you look
Absolutely.
back at that era, respectfully, it was a different time. Even when I was talking about if y'all asked me if I had the power of that person, what would I do? The reason why I would give people on this panel, people on the other panel that I'm on, the power is because we never get to feel that feeling. We never get to feel that feeling, bro, ever.
Yeah.
You dropping some jewels right there, yo.
Can we get a chance to do it?
So
You
here's
I
know,
mean, so
the
basically, this is the platform right here, and you're already on it, so you know what time it is.
Bro, I'll tell you what, if I discover some gene that like would take off crazy, only the homies are getting it and we're eating.
What happened?
That's
facts.
it.
Because y'all are gonna be the ones that respect the project. Like I 3 years ago, I was living in Philadelphia. My shop was in Maryland. I drove 2 hours 4 times a week to go to my shop. Ain't nobody gonna pay me for that shit.
damn.
Huh? Yeah, yeah. I put 160,000 miles on a car in 3.5 years. Who paying me for that? You think I'm gonna just turn around and give it to somebody because they got a big name? Are you out of your ever loving mind? People
So
don't value their own work. They don't value their own worth.
They don't
You
wear your
see
own
what I'm saying?
time.
I
They don't
would
wear
rather
the.
have fun doing my own gene, doing my own project, than to give it away for a pittance and for somebody to disrespect it. Like the first people that I really want to have it, they got to be project oriented. They have to be morph minded. You
Hey,
have to
fam, I'm
be.
gonna tell you something. When
yeah,
I never bought a snake directly from one of the big names. The biggest name that I did buy a
Me
snake
neither.
from was from EDR, Exotic Design Reptiles, which was a Mandarin. My man's right there knows what time it is with that one. And like them big names, I never bought one from. And I said to myself, I was gonna create my own, and that was always my thing. And you could check my history. So the biggest thing that I spent the most on was $1,500. I never spent no more than $1,500 on a snake, and it was that one snake. It was a Mandarin. Um, Turbo got it. You still got it, Turbo?
nah, I don't, man. It's a whole long story with that, and I don't even want to talk. That hurt my heart.
Take that to the DMs.
Hurt my heart.
Take it to the DMs.
That one hurt my heart. I should have it. I hope he
Me
watching.
too, right now. But I got you. Don't
I
worry. Don't say no
hope
more.
he watching this
Say
episode.
say
Mm.
say no more. Say no more. But anyways, that one, and he was connected to the lady that do the pictures for Brittany Gobbles.
Gobbles.
Yes, Brittany Gobbles. So I was cool with her. When I say was, because I don't communicate with her no more. We're not cool. I just don't. I don't reach out to her. So I was cool with Brick and Gobbles and EDR, the dude from him. I think he was like in a car accident, a bike accident. He was paralyzed or something, and he did some things. And he came up with that. He didn't come up with it, but he had that, and I bought it from him. But long story short, that's the most expensive snake I spent money on. And my whole moral to this thing is because it's the hobby part that I see. This thing is torn. This industry is torn between money makers that want to make money and some quick rich scheme, and then the hobbyists. And then the hobbyists get confused because they can make a lot of money off of what they have, and then you got the money makers. It's nothing. Back to the original question. There's nothing wrong with making money off what you have, and you can
When
make
I
a business
first
off of.
when I first got into the hobby, I bought my first snake in April of 2023, and there was a video from Olympus Reptiles, and the title of the video is "What kind of breeder do you want to be?" And it really helped me identify where I wanted to be in the grand scheme of things, because you've got, if you think of it in terms of, I have a hobby that pays for itself. I have a hobby that essentially more than pays for itself, and I do some high-end stuff and some pet stuff. And then you get to a level where I have a situation where I have to hire employees to make it viable. And so there's tiers within that, and it has nothing to do with quality. It has nothing to do with market. It has everything to do with what kind of size of your operation do you want to have, and do you have aspirations to it replacing your day job income, essentially. I don't have aspirations to replace my day job income anytime soon, but I feel like I'm building my retirement egg, because when I'm like 60 years old, I think that that's a perfectly viable retirement job. I don't see myself ever retiring officially, like never working and just sitting around and watching The Price is Right and waiting to die. That's not what I want my life to look like. But having something productive to do that I start building now, that gives me a really good place to go 20 years from now, because I'm only 20 years out from retirement.
Lifestyle. So I had a question based on what you just said, Ash, in terms of malice, because I know I'm gonna get a malice. I'm going to like that.
That shit fire.
That I know for a
What is
fact.
that? A what?
I even told
A what?
Malice.
a malice. It's crazy.
Malice.
Yes, man. You guys, we gotta bring you back in, my brother. We gotta bring you back in, steps at a time. So I'm getting it. So my thing is this, like you just said, like we want to buy from the people that we know, and because we support the gene, we see what this gene can do and all of that. But at the same time, how do you, as like the pioneer of that, how do you feel in terms of letting people in? You know what I mean? Because like you said, like you would want all of us to be able to get in and all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, we all have our own enterprise, our own business, our own stuff.
Right.
So is it like a vetting type of thing, or is it
so like what?
Happy to see people actually believing in what I seen when I seen.
I love it. I love it. I love to see people believe in what I'm doing. Like I said, if I had 5 genes, a handful of genes, I would give them out to these panels. Unfortunately, I have maybe 1.5 or 2. You know what I'm saying? So my first focus is people that are project oriented. That's why I looked at Levance first. You know what I'm saying? Reggie was there from the get-go. Me and Reggie talked before there was a malice. You know what I'm saying? But Levance was a project oriented person. And he's someone that can take my genes somewhere where I cannot. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody that I can trust. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to sign no goddamn NDAs or no whatever else these people be doing out there. You know what I'm saying? That's my bro. when I'm thinking about project oriented people, that makes me think of people who are going to protect the value of it. So I think of other projects right now that have been protected. And I can also see projects where I feel like that were not protected. We have plenty examples of them, you know what I mean, right now. We could look at something like I love the Cosmos. You know what I'm saying? I've been staring at that thing for years. You know what I mean? So when you look and you see the value of it, it's like, damn, I can't afford no fucking $25,000, whatever, you know, whatever it is, I can't afford that. You
That's
know
a
what I'm
really good
saying?
example of a really highly
So
protected project.
it's not protected yet. It's new. It's
No, I
new.
mean, the
So
guy who developed.
give me a second. When we're
I got a
talking
question
about
here. Hold
protected,
on.
give me
I
a
got a
second.
question. I got a
When we're
question. I
talking
got a
about
question.
protected, give me 1 second. When
Let
we're
him finish
talking
his
about
thought.
protected, when we're talking about protected, something that is protected, like earlier, y'all mentioned females. If I were to
Yeah.
give a male to somebody who doesn't give a damn about my project, they can breed it to how many females, correct? Is that
Correct.
protecting the project?
No.
No.
Okay. So if I were to give the project to somebody that that already has a lot of projects and isn't going to further the project, is that protecting the project? At the same time, you want to see what the
It's
project
not
can do.
either.
Right. So there's like
Well,
a fine line up in there. And then at the same time, you're thinking about a dollar. You know, you got to think about a dollar. You know, why should this person sell this gene for X amount? And I think my gene will kick that gene's ass. But because I'm me, I'm going to sell it for less. Maybe, maybe not. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
yeah, but like to go back to the Cosmos example, that gene, the guy who developed that gene, he's pumping out visual clowns and stuff like that. He was only letting go of females and wasn't letting go of anything until really recently, to my
So,
knowledge.
so I got a question for you. Specifically, are people going to get those things from him or from Justin?
Justin,
because the guy who made it is
So
across the
how
ocean.
protected are you
Like,
going to
there's
call this? So
import.
what's your meaning of protected then?
Because he's in Europe. The guy, that gene Cosmos, came from Europe. And
No
so if
fooling.
you want to get it direct from the guy who made it, then you got to go and do import fees and go through CITES and all of that
That's
kind
not
of
what
stuff.
I'm asking. I'm asking you specifically, who are people going to get that gene from?
they can get it from both. You
They
can
can get it from
My
either.
question is, who are people going to get that gene from?
They gonna get it
There
from
we
us.
go.
Given the
More,
option, I would go
more
to the
than 5 out
source
of 10.
before Justin. I would go to the
That's,
source before Justin.
and I'm glad to hear that there are people like you.
Like, I
Trust
would go
me.
to the
Hold on.
source
It's not
before
But
even
for the
Justin.
about.
most part, out of 10 people, most
It's not about people like her. It's about who got the money.
Right.
All
I don't
right.
got the money to
no,
get
but
it
I
from
mean, it
either
could
of
be a
them.
Money.
$10
But
gene. We're
No.
talking
No.
about protection. You're moving the
Protection.
goalpost here. We're talking about protection of the project, right? That's what the original question was, right?
right. So
Okay.
to Mr. Malice, where is the balance then between protection of the project and proliferation of the project? Because a project that's
Right.
just protected and not given to anybody else and is just
Then it's
hoarded,
not.
it's
Right.
not a project.
Right. So that's
So
when you
you
say you
gotta
give it
have
to project oriented people or to this group of people. But what I'm trying to say is, and I'm trying to be nice. Like, and maybe you don't quite understand, but I'm
not
really
trying to be
trying to
angry
be nice.
either. I'm just
No,
making
not to
chili.
you. No, not to you, not to you. I'm trying to put this in a nice way. There are some people that get their hands on a gene that are only thinking about really a dollar.
Yeah.
Like, they're not thinking about the project. They're not thinking about me driving 80 miles to wherever in the snow, and they're not thinking about none of that. Respectfully, they're thinking about a
Hey,
dollar.
Mr.
This is
Malice.
what's up.
Mr. Malice.
What's up?
Mr. Malice, can you hear me?
Yes.
So I'm not in the community that often, and I'm not that familiar with what's going on here. I don't know you, and I don't know who Jen is, and this is a very, very hot topic. Who are you two people?
Oh,
What are you
Ash.
asking me?
Oh, he's asking for our credentials.
I'm an
He wants us
opinion.
to validate ourselves.
No,
I'm
I don't
sorry.
need to validate myself
No,
to
y'all
anybody
sound
that I don't
important.
know.
I'm only asking because y'all definitely
I'm a person with a mind,
sound like
brother.
somebody that I need
I'm a
to know, or
well-rounded person. I've been in
that
this
I'm
industry for
glad that I'm
22 years, and I've introduced myself to you. You understand what
start
I'm
call
saying?
yourself. Wait, start
So
over,
when
family,
I
because I didn't hear you. I
nah,
Start
didn't
over.
hear you.
So
oh,
start
I'm
over. Start
saying
over.
I've been in this industry for 22 years. I've introduced myself to you. I said, hello, my name is Ash.
I heard
So
that part.
that is who I am. That's as far as you need to know for now. After that, you just got to do your homework or stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
ain't
said
much you're going to
22
know about
years.
on this. You got to stay tuned. Ain't
Hey,
much you're going to
So
learn on the
so
You said
episode.
you
My
hold
said you
favorite
said
color is
20.
orange.
You
You know
said
what I'm
hold on,
22
so
saying?
years. You
my
said
man, my
22
hold,
man
years.
got work, bro.
You
hold on
said
real
you've
quick.
been in
Hold on.
this. You've been in
Hold on
this
real
industry
quick. Hold on real
22
quick.
years.
Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick.
Is
DJ
that what you said, Ash?
DJ
Hold
has the
on.
floor,
Hold on.
y'all.
Hold on.
No, no,
Because
I don't. I
I don't
don't. I
want.
don't battle.
No.
But Miss Ash, you said you've been in this 22 years.
Yeah,
Damn,
Ash has been. He's been in it for a minute. So
that's
so check
long,
check
son.
check it.
My
Like, hold
son
on,
is 21 years
sincere.
old.
Sincere,
Mhm,
hold on real
mhm,
quick.
mhm.
So, I don't want nobody because the discussion is dope. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
no, I'm
First and
not doing
foremost.
none of that.
No, I'm not saying
Actually,
One
you.
mic
Nah,
on DJ. One mic on
I'm not.
DJ.
Hold on, bro. I'm not saying you're doing all that. I'm just. So first and foremost, my platform. You know what I'm saying? You did, and I don't want people that's on the outside because they don't. People that might be coming in, they might not know you sincere. They might not know. You know what I'm saying? Certain people that's on the
I
panel
don't
or
even
whatever.
know me
So
in this industry right now.
nah, you good. So what I'm saying
You
is, cause
good.
I wouldn't have told Brandon to send you the link if I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I rock with you. But what I'm saying is for the people that on the outside looking in that normally come to my show that might not know who you are. I don't want to, I'm just saying this as a disclaimer. I don't want them to get the wrong idea of you because I can see from watching and just listening, I can see how somebody might make the wrong, you know what I'm saying? So I'm
Misinterpret
just
what
saying,
was said.
You don't
yes,
want anybody to
yes.
think we're just wantonly adversarial.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
so so
Correct.
so I'm just saying that. So like you said, so you was asking, and I would just clarify this. Like you're
Mhm.
asking who Ash is and who Jen is. Like these are people that are
Yeah,
well
I
respected.
never
So let's hear
even
me.
know who they
Hear
are.
me.
They
No,
the
I'm
late
telling you now. I'm
generals.
telling you now.
Mhm.
So these
Hmm.
are people that are well respected by me and a lot of other people on this panel. These are people that we have grown to get to have known in the last couple of years that we actually like we respect their opinion, we respect what they do, and we definitely
Hmm.
feel like I love everything about these people because
Big
they're
man.
genuine. They're genuine
Right.
in their love and what and their hobby and how they go about doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I
Boom.
And
don't want you
All
to
right.
and then
Can I make a
and
pause right there?
go
mhm.
ahead.
Because I'm on the panel and you're taking the time to explain that to me. I appreciate
Mm-hmm,
that. Every time you do a show, take this note from me.
mm-hmm.
Explain whoever is on your panel to your audience so they know who's watching, who they watching.
And I appreciate that. I definitely take that into consideration and
Every
definitely try
time,
to
make that a
apply.
part of your SOP.
Yeah.
So we can
So then
know,
that
because
way people
sometimes
so
there be
people will know
somebody
ahead
that
of
Mhm.
never
time.
know. It could be a newbie and be like, damn, that's who that is? Oh
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
shit,
gonna be
that's who that
honest.
is? Because honestly,
yeah,
I only know PNPB, but I don't know him as
yeah.
that. I know Heathen Hatchery.
Mm-hmm.
I know Sincere right here. I know I know Bonna. I seen that wild nerd and the two at the bottom I just meet. So that's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
Pardon me.
But
yeah.
that's
I
how
am.
you
Yeah. Let
and
me
I
speak
know
real
your
quick
name,
because
sister, because that you have a popular name in my head. I've seen it
who
all,
me?
you know. Yes. High Vision Pipe. Yes. But see,
Yeah,
this is
Hive is
sometimes
fun.
we gotta read
I
the
run
room.
around and I do stuff. I think that the conversation between you and I is really interesting because you got 22 years in and I've got two. Like
Mm.
I
Wow.
bought my first thing in
Two different
2023.
two different
And
sides of the spectrum.
I can feel ways about things and you can feel ways about things and both of our arguments can be equally valid, right? From a logical and reasonableness perspective. And I really enjoy having those conversations. So,
Hell yeah.
if it came off in any way adversarial to anybody on the panel or anybody listening in the audience, This is just a couple people who feel like a lot of big feelings about stuff, who
it's
just
a healthy,
want to have that exchange, and it's
it's a
healthy
healthy
and
discussion.
productive.
Yeah, it's a
I
healthy.
Wait,
think.
Ash made trash pipes?
No,
Huh?
no, no. He's a part of the trash fight group.
Ash, you made trash
But no,
pipes?
but no, I just said that
Yeah.
like I just want people to understand. Like you said though, I definitely take that into consideration, especially like for the newer people that do come to the show that
Yo,
don't
Mhm.
know
these
that are not
comments,
familiar
yo.
with everybody. I'll definitely do that.
And that's a good point.
Mhm.
Not to take it there, but I remember when we first started, when it was just me and
Super
DJ, and
classic.
we had KG on the show, right?
Mhm.
Levance got on the show. I didn't know who he was at all.
Never met Levant, never seen him a day in our lives.
Seen him, never talked to him, no nothing. He came on the show, and I was genuinely asking him questions because he was giving knowledge, and he was freely giving knowledge, and he was talking about how it was then and how it should be now.
Mhm.
I didn't know who he was. I got off the show and changed my whole everything.
His
The
whole
structure-
his
the
whole
structure
direction changed.
changed.
That man just comes in and drops knowledge bombs all over
But
the
the thing
place.
was, I
Change
was
your
reading,
worldview.
I'm reading the chat, and people know him, and I'm like, I've been
But
in
not
this
only
for a
that,
year already.
not
I don't
only
even know
that though,
who he is. You know what I
not
mean?
only
So
that though, he had the backing of somebody that we respected too.
yeah,
You know
so
what I'm
it's
saying? Like who
definitely
was on it with
that
KG.
is
So
definitely an important
Yeah.
point to be able to share the room with, because not
Mhm.
everybody, and I'm in the room. I didn't even really know KG at that time. You know what I mean? Like we probably talked 2 or 3 times backstage.
Mhm.
And on the show, it was just like
Hey,
okay, and then he was
I
like,
kind of like that pedigree idea Jim was talking
I
about,
think
like
it'd be too
within each
hard
and
with ball pythons. It'd be too
Mhm.
but
hard.
within each say for instance like you with the Peace and Pets and everybody else's logo, right?
Mhm.
Like remember like me part of stuff. Turbo, when I was telling you like I thought I had some kind of crazy gene popping off, and ultimately it's probably just cinnamon. But I was this wild ass dream I had when I came to energy that I want everybody want to find this gene that they could create, and they want to
Mhm.
name it. And I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So instead of just creating a gene, you know you got the big guys that got their brands. It's like branding. But if you create, so I have an idea. This is my idea. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm going to specifically stay with a specific gene. There's a lot of breeders that do. There's some breeders that do with just GHI Mojave, some that do with just pod, some that do with whatever, whatever, whatever. So I want to like when I come out, back out, I'm only staying to a specific gene. You know what I
So
mean?
like
So I'll
Ozzy,
have every
basically,
blend of yeah, because he got the orange joint. So I'm gonna do it like that, huh? No, no,
it's too many
but it's
people.
not like that because he created that. I'm not
But
saying
it's
creating
too
it. I'm
many
just
people. It's too many people. Like you got too many people who
no,
are
I'm not trying to get big.
doing
I'm not
certain
trying.
stuff.
I'm not trying to get big. I'm not trying to get rich. I'm
No, but
saying
what I'm saying, it won't work because it's too many people. So you can have your
what won't
history,
work.
the lineage, and having the
So you telling me that if you generate a Peace and Pets snake, no matter what it is, and you generate your name as Peace and Pets, that if you generate a good enough name, just like how they do, it won't work.
no, that will work. I'm thinking if
That's
you
what I'm
thinking
talking
about
about
But the
through your
logistical
lineage.
issue is that you got to have a centralized database that has branded that everybody respects as the centralized database of the source of truth, right? For everybody.
yeah.
I work in systems implementations, so this is kind of a
He
thing
is
that I
so right.
deal with reasonably often. And so you got to have a source of truth. And so each individual, one of the things that the older breeders used to do, and we're talking like pre 2010, was like when they were selling lessers, they would RFID chip their snakes because
Mm.
they were worth like $20,000. And if somebody sold it and stole it, or if somebody stole it, they wanted to be able to recover that animal. And so I don't think we really need to get to the point where we have to RFID chip all of our snakes. But in the absence of a centralized database, one of the things that I'm planning to do is whenever I sell a snake, I'll say this is the parentage. Here's who produced each parent, and then when the babies come out, then they can track it back, right? Like if you could track a baby that I produced to the parents and then find the morph market listing of the parents and then know who the parents breeder was, that's about as close to a pedigree that we can get right now.
But
And
the
maybe in the
reason
future
I'm
it'll be a
saying,
little
That's close
different.
enough.
but the reason I'm saying I don't feel like it'll work is because it's too many people in here that don't care about all of that. You have to have
Oh,
everybody with the same mindset to care about that.
Mm-hmm.
If 1,000
and when
people
that
that only
money,
10
when that
people
money start
care,
flowing to a certain breeder with it, though, they would care.
they won't care because they can buy the snake from you and turn around and breed it as something and resell it, and someone's gonna buy it.
Yeah, but then how many other times have you ever like reached out to a breeder and been like, "Hey, I got this outcome and I don't think it's the outcome that I expected, and so who produced this snake and what was the pairing of the parent?"
Yeah,
I have
because
an
And
nothing is
example.
that
guaranteed.
I
that
have an example.
Not once yet.
yeah, but
I
that's a
have an
challenging.
example.
I've had that example and it was challenging. Go ahead.
I
Hmm.
have an example, and I ain't saying no names. I'm not saying nothing. I'm gonna just give you a
No,
real
no,
life
right?
example.
I hope it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't me.
Someone, someone said they have a line of something, right?
Mm-hmm.
They say my line is great. My line is great, and they show it, and not one part of that is their line. Not one part of it. Just say you got part of it. Say you have a angro. Say you have any of this type of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't necessarily mean this is your line. This just so happened that this snake reproduced itself. It has nothing to do with the opposite part of that animal, right? So
Yeah, no, to call something line bred, but you didn't actually
it
do
has
the
to be
line breeding, that's a
exactly.
situation.
I can't buy a snake from you and buy a snake from Malice and put them together and say, oh, this is my new line. I can't do that. I have to
Mm-mm.
have
Yeah, I
generation.
think that's the title that what I'm talking about is line breeding. That's
Mm-hmm.
basically what I'm talking about, line breeding.
But it
What's up,
Thank
takes
you.
Antoine?
It takes
Mm-hmm.
time to get to that point. Nobody, this industry is too big for people to really, it's too many people that don't care about that in this industry.
Mm.
And that's just the truth about the industry.
Unless you
Yeah.
are Jessica Boca.
Well, and
Honestly,
but with
I can
like
honestly say who
to
cares?
me, line breeding comes into
What's up,
more
Ash?
play with things like geckos and things like that. Anything that
Um,
because well, pythons in and of themselves have so many literally genetically distinct and identifiable traits. They can be reproduced reliably and that can be identified genetically. We don't do as much line breeding because the race was always to get the morph in my snake, get the morph in my collection, make the combo, right? And so I think that in the future it would do all of us a service to focus more on only reproducing the best examples of
But I
things.
will say the people that I
yep.
know, Ash, Brian, Dylan,
Mm.
actually working projects. FNA, they're actually working
Mm-hmm.
project. It's not necessarily
Right.
let's see what we can get into this. It's what does this do? So when I do put it out, nobody can
Mm.
fake. Nobody can
Right.
say this, and it's not that at all. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
they
Yeah.
put that time in. So those are the
That's
type of
building a
people
strong
that me,
foundation.
yeah,
Yeah.
building the foundation. So like those are the type of people that I support 100%. And
Yeah.
it's not necessarily because of the name, it's because I respect the like what you saying. Like I respect
Because you shop with your
the
eyes, right? Like
exactly.
you were shopping with your eyes. And I can think of a couple of examples of lines of particular morphs that neither breeder, neither originator ever tried to say it was something new. And I'm thinking of RK Asphalt and I'm thinking of Barnhart Black Pastel, right? And so now that genetic testing has come to a point where certain morphs can be identified genetically, but then you have something that clearly operates like black pastel is a good example because it's an allelic morph, it's in a complex, And then you have Barnhart Black Pastel, who, if you put Barnhart Black Pastel to a regular Black Pastel, you still get an 8-ball. But the Barnhart Black Pastel tests differently genetically. And everybody always was like, yeah, that's a little different. That looks a little extra special. But Tom Barnhart never came up and went, I came up with something new. And the same thing with, Anthony from what the heck is this? I have 2 of his snakes. Reptile Creations with a K. That's why it's called RK Asphalt. That's because it's from Anthony at Reptile Creations. And so he never even came out and said, I've got a different line of asphalt, or even named it anything different. He could have called it, bike path for all we fucking know.
Like that. That's funny.
That's a joke between me and my fiance, where he was just like, I don't even understand all these marks. You got freeway and highway,
Parkway.
bike path, and like all this shit. He was just had a whole come apart about it. But that's, I think, a good example of something that somebody might have called like a better line bred example of asphalt or black pastel, but it turned out in fact to be genetically distinct from what everybody else had in asphalt and black pastel. And so I guess my point is, line breeding, I think, has its place where you pick the best examples of what you're going to produce, but also don't be afraid to, like, maybe accept or admit if something pops up in your collection that is kind of extra, kind of special, just to hang out and work with it for a while.
What up?
Yeah, but to
Do what it
say
do.
that, Ash just the other day was talking about the original malice that he's seen. And it looked nothing like the ones in his racks today.
Man, KJ, you got the link. I sent you the link before the show started.
How do you say? How do you make that? You know what I mean? Like, how do you get to?
I think it's a similar example with, let's say, Hurricane, right? Like, the original Hurricanes look a lot more hurricane-y than some of the stuff that passes for Hurricane nowadays. So it's all a matter of whether or not you took that original example and proliferated the best example. Yeah, exactly. Like, it might test genetically as Hurricane, because we can test for that. But if you got to sit there and squint at it like extra hard to decide whether it's Hurricane or not, it's probably not the example you should be proliferating in that project.
They keep these.
We have someone on the panel. We have someone on the panel who went and seen an animal in a facility and said, "I want that," and it doesn't look like what he has now. So my thing is, how do you say? How do you even chase that type of project? Because, like, you've seen the original.
You're wishing on the star. You're hoping that it looks
the
like it comes
original
from
animal look like.
lineage.
If nothing looks like that animal, how can you say what you're producing now is a better version of that animal?
I understand.
I think it comes down to when you look at what everybody loved and got excited about the first example, recreate that to the best of your ability. Like, don't.
You can't. You can't.
No, and I agree with that, because that's where I think the industry morph chasing dulls down the examples of what we really should be producing.
But it's not if it's making it look better. Like, so
if it makes it look better, like a better expression of it, then that's fine.
Y'all have a good night. It's my
first
time
doing something exactly like this. Polymorphism.
Appreciate
but
you, bro.
I feel like that's where it's kind of hard because of polymorphism to be able to really explore a project without actually working it to see what it can actually turn into.
Right. Well, and
so if you even pick the best representation of the gene, you're still not guaranteed to get the best representation of the gene through breeding.
Facts. 100% facts. Absolutely. Yeah. But that's why you take all the babies and you look at all those babies and say, who's the best expression of this? That's the one I'm going to breed. I'm not just going to breed all of them because it has it technically.
All right, let's look at, remember the Stranger episode? And Prophecy called one of them the strangest, right? Because it was a reduced of this gene. Where
Strange-ish. There was like stranger, strangest, strange-ish.
yeah,
Kind of a situation
so
going on there. Yeah.
say that the stranger, whatever. You have the stranger, and then you have the strangest, or whatever they want to call it. If you're one person working this gene by yourself and you produce both these, you're the only person who has right to be able to say, "Ooh,
Both
I want it to
examples.
go reduced. I don't want it to be busy." You know what I mean? So, do you take the busy and keep the busy going that way? Is that the representation of the gene that you want, or do you go the opposite way? Like, who is to say what you do? Because it clearly didn't produce what the parent was.
Right. There's different expressions. But then you take it and you say, all right, I want the reduced or I want the busy, and then proceed accordingly. Because then that'll be, after 2, 3, 4, 5 generations, you get to where you want to get with it. But that's line breeding. It's multiple generations that came from the same, it's multiple progeny from the same source of that gene.
Right, so
Line breeding is when you take the best and you breed it back to the best, and you use the best examples from that, and then you take the example from that, then you put it back to your best. That's line breeding. Just something coming from mommy to grandma to grandma to great grand. That's not line breeding. That's just breeding.
That's just breeding.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's just breeding.
Okay, and I think you make a good point. The difference between line breeding and selective breeding, right? Like the line breeding is breed back.
No, they
back
can be
to,
synonymous. They can be synonymous.
They
I mean,
can
I
be
would be-
Because
synonymous,
you're
but I
only
think they
line
can also
breeding
be.
if
I
you're
would be
taking.
selectively
I'm
line
only
breeding.
line breeding this animal if I'm putting it back to an animal that came from that line. Now,
Right.
if I want to put it back to the ugliest example or the best example, that's on
Right.
you. I'm gonna put it back to the best example.
No.
I think that,
I'm not even talking. I'm talking about the differentiation between selective breeding and line breeding, and what you're describing is 100%
yeah, I'm gonna select
line.
the prettier
That's
one.
Well, right, but you can select the prettier one and put it to something that's not even in that line to outcross.
Does that count for recessives too?
It's not line breeding.
I agree. It's not line breeding, but I think you can also proliferate the best examples of a particular morph by outcrossing, because you only outcross the best example.
In my mind, if I'm line breeding, I'm selecting the best ones.
Right. But then if you're not breeding it back to a genetically sibling or parent or half sibling or something like that, then I think that's where it exits line breeding and becomes that's the differentiator between selective and line breeding. Would you agree?
As line breeding, you're only using one gene.
I think it's just a play on words, personally. But
no, I mean the differentiator is whether or not you're breeding back to genetically related stock versus breeding to unrelated.
Unrelated. Not line breeding.
Huh?
Right.
We understand what's not line breeding. But we were saying line breeding is you can be selective when you're line breeding because you're going to be selecting the best representations of line breed. That's what we're saying.
All right. Maybe I'm misunderstanding because I'm thinking of differentiating between line breeding and selective breeding. Or line breeding is breeding it back within the line, and then selective breeding is when you outcross to try to take the best example.
No, but that's when we said we're not going to selectively put it to the uglier one. We're going to selectively put it to the prettier one.
No, we're not going to put it to anything ugly. We just might breed it to something that's not related genetically.
That's breeding.
Like not familially related.
That's breeding.
Is you have yellow belly, and then your line of yellow belly, like Brian's line of yellow belly. I'm gonna take this line and I'm gonna keep a male and a female to put those two together. That's line breeding. But if I take this line of yellow belly and put it to RK asphalt, that's not line. That is
breeding.
Outcrossing.
Selectively picking the best representation of that line of yellow belly and outcrossing it to asphalt.
Yeah. So yeah,
I agree with you. That's how I'm thinking of it.
Got me so confused. I want to damn snort a line.
Man, you confuse all the time anyways. Don't even start that.
That's funny as hell.
I
Yeah,
just
they
put
messed
pretty
up
snakes
with
with
me
pretty
again.
snakes and hope to make even
Does
prettier
line
snakes.
breeding
Evil
only
tell.
count for incomplete dominance, or does it count for recessives too?
Yeah, recessives
It does
too.
count for
I would
recessive.
think it. I would think it, anything that's genetically transmissible reliably can be line bred.
It's just a longer race.
Yeah.
You ain't lying.
And
Now,
when it's recessives, when do you pick the better representation or whatever?
That's personal choice though.
Mm.
Right.
I think it gets more challenging with recessives because you're almost always going to be shooting for the homozygous version of it, right? So I think you end up with tighter genetic pools with the recessive line bred than with a incomplete dominant line bred or a dominant line bred.
Yeah. I can describe it with like me and Ash both wear tri-stripe now.
Mm-hmm.
Some people like the tri-stripes that have dotted dorsals. I like my tri-stripes to have them with a clean back. Like to each their own. Some like them where their patterns are a little bit broke up on the side. I like to have more of a fully conjoined pattern.
I like the tri-stripes that look like cake with layers. Like,
You might even get puzzled.
So you like
with
puzzle.
that,
Got
with
ya.
that, because
mm-hmm. Right, back to puzzle.
again,
Do you want the jumbly puzzle or do you want the layered cake puzzle?
Yep.
yeah,
I like jigsaw puzzles.
I want my
Oh
puzzle to
man.
look like
Yeah, all
puzzle.
right. Rock,
What'd you
better
say? You
just
want your
stop
puzzle
your
what?
shit.
To
I
look
said I
like a
like
puzzle.
jigsaw puzzles.
I've seen puzzles that look like actual puzzle pieces. That's what I want
Uh-huh.
my puzzle to look like.
Mm-hmm.
you want it to look like the name suggests.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you feel like the name is a selling point, or do you feel like sometimes, like, do you feel like the name is a selling point?
I think it's a good representation of its look.
It can
Some
make you or
people-
break you.
And it's a well-named project.
It can
I'm
make
saying-
you or break you.
Yes, puzzle, any name,
Or just puzzle.
Whoa.
Or
Whoa,
any.
Nate, don't you
not
start.
just puzzle, any name in.
It killed tri-stripe.
Yeah, I think you said you didn't like tri-stripe as the name.
The name tri-stripe, genetic stripe killed tri-stripe.
Yep.
The name,
Oh.
you know. So yeah, the name killed it in that sense.
Because everybody kind of hated on G-stripe, and so then tri-stripe got lumped in with it.
Well, that's okay. Y'all can still hate on it. I got it covered. Ash got it covered. we worry about it.
So you think genetic stripe, the name genetic stripe, made tri-stripe not attractive?
Well, if
1000%.
say if you're like a semi newcomer, right, Brandon, and you see
Mhm.
an ugly, what you would consider, to your point of view, an ugly combination, and you see G stripe. Now, you're at a show and you look at it and you see something with tri stripe. You're like, I don't want that because I seen what it looks like mixed with this or some bad represent. All they're catching in their head is stripe.
That's me right there. That's exactly what happened. Ain't gonna lie.
It happened in another gene with the desert ghost and the other one, right? The
Yeah,
desert.
desert goes to desert.
Right.
That's why DG didn't get so to where it is
Correct.
now earlier
Mhm.
because they were afraid that DG was the same as desert and had the fertility issues.
Mhm.
Shots fired.
I don't know.
Oh.
Like, I honestly, when I first heard G stripe, it might have just been me, but I was thinking it really meant gangster stripe. That's just what I thought. I liked it. I was like, that's dope.
He wanted to make a bunch of crip walking snakes. Just-
I
Hey,
was
so
like,
sorry.
oh, and then I seen the Kiki. I was like, in around that time, that's when Kiki, Do You Love Me? I was like, oh, I need a G stripe and a clown for that. And then I just stopped. I let it go.
And I like the name Kiki. I know so many people hate on it, but I like the name Kiki for that combo. I think it's one of the few double recessive projects that kind of has its own special name, and it's cute as heck. And not all of everything we make needs to sound like a freaking, I don't know, Red Bull commercial because it's fucking extreme. Like, it
I
can just
think it
be
was-
Kiki. It's just gonna be fucking cute.
I think it was the song that killed that name though, because everyone
What-
got
what-
tired of that song.
What song? What are you talking about?
Drake
Oh,
song.
you gotta look up the Kiki song.
The
Huh?
Drake song. Nah, man, I like that's what made
Oh.
that's what brought me over to it.
Maybe that should be like Kiki Theme's song because I'm not as familiar with Drake. I'm sorry, I'm an old goth lady. I
No
don't
worries.
know.
Don't let KG hear you say that shit. Right?
Oh, well, if he finds out about it, glad he didn't find out about it when I was at Pomona, because he probably
Tell
would
him,
whoop my
That's
KG.
ass.
the goal right there.
Rich, I sent KG the link twice.
Oh my
KG had
god.
the link in his DMs twice. KG is just
He's
choosing. He's choosing
He
not
be
to get on this shit.
bullshitting.
Hey,
probably
DJ be all,
choosing to
hey, you
clean
hear?
snakes or some
Y'all
shit.
hear that, right? DJ be all up
He
in
likes to
KG's
talk shit in the
DMs.
comments.
He started
Mhm.
being Eric, you funny as hell.
All right, so money aside, you got
Mhm.
all ball pythons cost the same $10, no matter
You
what
must have
genes and all that
All
type of
right.
stuff.
I like this scenario. Go on.
cap.
Would you rather work recessive projects or incomplete codon projects?
Man, why
Codons.
you gotta make it either
Well,
or?
well,
That's an
that's a
easy one
hard
for
call
me.
because there's so many more
Mine would be
incompletes
codons.
than recessives.
Hmm.
That's simple for me.
What they
Are they
say right
mutually exclusive? Like, if I'm working recessive projects, I'm not allowed to include any codoms, or like, I need more rules, man.
KG
Nah,
the
that's it.
busted.
That's the rule.
I'm gonna leave it right there
That's the
until he
rule.
comes on.
All genes, everything was only $10, no matter what it was. If you wanted Cosmos for your project,
So Jay
it was
Slithers.
$10. Would your project
Mhm.
be consisted of all codoms or recessives?
Look, you see how they made him come to the show now?
All
Codons,
right, KG,
man.
4.5 minutes.
100%.
Timer is on.
Hands fucking down.
Codons. Yeah, man.
Oh,
I'm
Codons
sorry.
are
well.
more
What was
fun.
Not
You
even
have more
close.
genetic variability with them.
I'm the weirdo that
Yeah,
thinks some recessives ruin codon combos.
yeah. I agree with you, brother. I
KG,
agree
made,
with you all damn night, bro.
So
Dill
how
made
Yeah,
many
a
said
man.
smart
codon?
mistake.
Who all said codon?
I don't even know what the question was.
I
All
said
right,
if
if you had to choose
everything was
codoms or
only
recessives,
$10
what are you
all the way
choosing?
across the board, no matter what it was, would you rather
Wait,
work
wait.
codoms? You listening?
Yeah, but boy in the shadows was talking while you was talking, so I couldn't understand. I just heard $10.
All right, if any gene you work, the whole industry, all the morphs was only worth $10, would you rather work would you rather work codoms or recessives?
Oh, codons. I get it. Codons.
All right, so everybody say they'd rather work codons, right?
Hold on, I didn't answer yet.
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
I'm still opinionated over here. This is hard.
Yeah, I'm thinking because
All right.
where my brain goes is, if I could never make an ultramel sunset, I'm gonna cry like a lot. But all the kick-ass shit I could make in freeways, does it offset?
Oh shit.
That's the conundrum that I'm having.
Hey,
Because
I was about to say,
All
bro,
right, so now
it's more codon
codons
genes than
definitely. She sold
recessive
me because I
genes,
hate
bro.
sunset. I want codons.
But not only
all
that,
right,
you
so
have
now
more genes to work with.
no, you can mix them. Like you can still
No,
work
that's what I'm
codons.
saying. That's what I'm
like,
saying.
but you can
What
mix
I'm
your
saying is,
recessives, or you can mix your codons, and I feel like just working recessives only would just get
bro,
really hella boring. It would get so
codon,
boring so
there are
fast.
way more codons currently right now
Yeah.
than there are recessives. You're gonna have a lot more variations. Which
Yeah,
we
you got like 30
now
recessives and you got like another
have a lot
180
more variations of
codons.
working
Like,
codons, which is so crazy that people are not taking this
mhm.
perspective and doing this shit now and just mainly
Well,
working fucking
so the benefit of the recessive project is once you get to visuals, then you're just off to the races, right? Because you're just reproducing visuals. But with the codons, you have certain interactions that are lethal, so you can't make a super. And so you got to dance around that more than you have to on the recessive side. I don't know of any recessive that makes a lethal super.
Okay,
That's cool.
so
Yeah.
with
How many
this,
codoms are there though?
a lot.
200-ish,
Actually, a
give or
lot.
take.
I mean, what are we
A
And if
lot.
talking
you
about?
plan strategically, only keep it in your
Mm-hmm.
males or your females, you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Like
true.
I don't
those
cross my
That's
dingoes.
fingers.
what all y'all spot nose people do now. Oh, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was about to say, man, how come you said that and you were squinting at the same time? Like,
Hey, the Bell people do it too. The
I
Bell
toggle
people
my
do
heads.
it.
I don't know.
Flat nose people, black pastel people. So now my next question is: we got how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you feel like with us 8 saying we all would rather work codoms.
It's not now.
I just
Well,
heard a beep. I just heard a beep.
Oh shit! I'm out.
Is that KG? KG, find the link.
All right, y'all. So we appreciate
I'm only saying what's up to 2 people. My boy Big Ash, and I'm giving my other flowers to Brian. Everybody else, kiss my ass.
Damn, KG, like that,
I do, sir.
I'm still mad at you for
And
never
if-
coming back to
hey,
Discord.
If Eric had his camera on, he would have got some flowers. But fuck
My
you.
camera's on.
camera
Check
on?
it out. Hold up. I am in the car right now.
Oh shit! Damn.
Love you. Fuck you.
That looked like Blair Witch Project or some shit.
I'm in my car.
Damn, KG, you did me like that because I'm black. Shit.
You don't even got no camera on. Rock said he laying in the
Hey,
bed.
man, you know I got love for all y'all, man, except Banner. You know that. You already know.
How did Banner get on your shit list? I need to know.
Hey, how the hell did she?
You stole a snake.
Because they call her the menace, and I make it a point to just menace her every time I get a chance.
It's okay.
All right, KG. If you was the
Hey,
only,
I like the question. I heard it. I heard what you said.
Mm-hmm.
That's a no-brainer, though. I mean, it's like Ash said, right? Your color. It's like when you were little. Did you want the 12 pack of crayons, or you wanted that 64 box with the sharpener on it?
Option B.
You know what I'm saying?
Option
yeah,
B.
man. Yeah.
Right. No, because if you're only working recessives,
because
it gets
you
boring
think how fast
fast
you run
enough.
out. How fast you gonna run out of combos, right? What is there? Let's say there's 10 to 12 recessives. You're gonna make every possible combo and before you die.
Yeah, and also they get boring and ugly faster.
Yeah.
all right, so what if the recessives worked as codoms? Like, we know what the recessives are. Say it was no recessive though. Like, one copy of it produced that. Then would you work the recessives, or would you still want to work
I still want the box with the most crowns.
Yes.
I can get real creative with that. You feel me? Just think, if I chose recessives, I can't even fuck with malice. Man, come on.
No Mandarin.
That's like the coldest.
No
gene out
LC.
right
No LC.
No LC. No Cosmos.
No pastel.
Nothing.
Man,
Yeah,
No
nah.
pastel.
Hey, Mimic. Come on, bro. That's like crazy. Codoms is crazy, man. Crazy.
So
Not
what
only
is
that,
it?
if you
So
think
then,
about it too, right? I think the big allure with clown is no eye stripes, right? You get a solid back stripe, and you get no eye stripes. You're able to manipulate the head stamp. But there's certain codoms you can mix and do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We've
You know
talked
what I
about that
mean?
before.
that was going to be the next question. If everyone is willing to work all codoms,
Why
what
don't?
does a recessive do for you?
But see, here's the thing, and it comes down to you make a valid point, and Ash touched on that on sophisticated ignorance, right? Is with the whole let's have a contest, just put up a pretty snake. Every time somebody does that, what ends up winning? It's never a recessive snake. Never.
So we going back to that, and that's gonna be February 8th is gonna be the first time that we're gonna be doing that, and it's gonna be consistent once a month. Get different people on just to do that, just to showcase new breeders. And I want to be versus a big guy every single time. It's just gonna be everybody versus this one big guy.
Man, when we did versus, you was pulling out crazy shit that didn't even have recessives. And people were voting for you. You got the most votes that day.
Yeah.
You feel me? It was, I'm pulling out DG shit there like, nah, get that shit out of here. I like that one. But that happens all the time though. Look at the Asian market, right? They're known for having these competitions, best of show snakes. And it's never a recessive snake.
I don't know why they don't do that over here in the US.
No, we gonna trust me, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, I like that shit. That shit is
that is
to be able to vote.
I want to have snake dog shows.
Shit, like people that go through the show and vote on it, like that shit is smart.
Hey, you see the comp.
They said pastel won everything over there.
Hey, bro, that's a highlighter, right? Now look at the
Yeah.
comment that Nate put up. Right now, Nate is known for 2 genes that he loves, and ain't neither one of them recessive. So take that comment down, flag his ass. He can never comment again. He like mahogany and lace. Neither one of those is man. Send him the link. Send him the link.
Flag his ass.
Yeah, flag his ass.
Well, that's like KG
He
has
just
a
get
valid point, 'cause
drafted into the panel.
if you think about this, right? For example, you can almost do everything with codons. Like, for example,
for
say you
sure.
make a super Trojan white lace Hayabusa. That's gonna be a badass looking snake.
Man, come on. That's gonna be crazy. Crazy. That's what I'm saying. You limit yourself though. You limit yourself if you only doing recessives. Look at like over the last year, right? There's been a lot of people that have hit triple visuals.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing was like, ooh, damn, I gotta have that.
Nope.
But
It was
nothing had
just the
anything
fact
else
that
in
they hit
it.
a triple. They just hit
Nothing.
a triple visual. It was nothing really. The prettiest triple visual to me was the Hypo DG Pied. That thing looked beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pied biased anyway, so I'm always say pied.
Well, and
Yeah.
KG, I think the other thing that we also have to kind of accept is the more cutting edge stuff that as breeders working advanced projects make, the more falls into pet market, which I actually think is better overall for the industry, right? Because the more pet buyers that can buy pretty snakes, it just means we got to work harder.
If you ask everybody on this panel, what is it? If they said, pull out your prettiest snake.
Mm-hmm.
If it has a recessive, it might be DG or hypo, but it's gonna have some other crazy shit involved. It ain't gonna be just look at this hypo clown pie. You're not gonna see that.
No.
Hey,
There's no excitement there.
If I was to pull out the one I thought, there's not even a het in it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, mine's
some of the prettiest snakes, man. Every time somebody comes to the facility, whether it's a breeder or just family or friends, right? And I start showing snakes, and then I ask them that same question: which one was your favorite? It's always some pastel combo shit. Something
Or
with
the
crazy
banana
contrast.
Always.
Oh, a banana. All females going with the banana combo. I don't even pull those out. That's you can forget it. You see purple, pink, and orange. They're like, oh, I like that one.
You know why people don't work codons? You know why people don't work the codons?
For the people who vend shows and stuff, do you learn what to show people? Like, all right, say someone's new and they don't know nothing about.
I never steer them. So if you come to my table, I'm usually standing in front of the table with a snake that somebody can hold. Right? I always bring an ambassador snake because most of the shows out here on the West is a lot of families. So people come and you saw it. Yeah. I'm usually out there just interacting. I'm never like, ooh, look at this or look at that. I let them tell me what they like. And then I'll ask them, hey, which one you like the best? It'd be the $200 snake. They never pointed at a $10,000 snake. Never.
No. Okay, KG at Pomona, when we were at Pomona, that Paradox Spider Boy that you've got, that guy got passed around like a joint. Like, bro, kids are asking me, like, can I hold him? And I'm like, I don't know. I got to ask KG.
Hold on.
I've seen people just lose their shit over bells.
For sure.
Now you just said it. Every time I bring that snake, that's the only one people want to talk about. And it has no hets. None. It's the craziest snake. That's all they want to talk about. What is that?
It's all we want to hang out with. I saw it and I was like, holy motherfucker shit.
That snake right there got more
Man,
pictures.
You colored that with a marker.
Anything.
That's what I was about to say, Brian.
That got a boa stamp on the back.
Man, that's the craziest snake at the show. I put it in the little tower, in the clear tower. Everybody gravitates to that. What is that? You know how many people want to buy this? I tried to sell it, and D was like, you ain't selling my snake. We can never make it again.
You can't sell that, bro.
No, you can't sell that.
No, that's a 1-in-1.
But like,
that's
so,
one. Like I was holding it, and people are coming up to me, and like I work there, and I'm like, I don't work here.
Yeah, and it's crazy because a spider with no wobble, no
Yeah,
corkscrew,
no,
none of that.
that boy's beautiful.
Man, this snake should have wobble, man, because it has cinnamon, black pastel, calico, OD, yellow belly, pinstripe, spider. Like,
Jeez.
it don't
Well,
even make
damn.
sense. And usually, when you put that many genes in one snake, you get a blank slate. So
Yeah.
when this thing came out, and
Here's
it's
what I
just
think happened. I think the genetics, when it all got dumped into that snake, they're all just like, all right, you take this section, I'll take this section, you
I
take that
did.
zone, I'll take that
yeah,
zone. Everybody just kind of had to like vie for real estate
and
on that body of
that's
snake.
what's
And
crazy
that's
about the
awesome.
snake is that the paradox allowed it to express every gene that was in it.
That's a
Because
problem.
a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times it's hard to, how do you see that? How do you see that? I mean, you can see every gene in there. It's crazy.
That's
Yeah, that's
wild.
wild.
And what is that snake really worth? If we're basing it just on genetics, what is that? A $300 snake? Maybe. It ain't even head for nothing.
Hmm.
Now it's a paradox. Okay, I can add the
Well, it's
paradox
got
tax on
spiders,
it.
so that tanks it
That's it.
right there.
That's what I'm
So,
saying. It's got discount genes in there. Pinstripe, nobody
mm.
like. Cinnamon, nobody like. You know what I mean?
Whoa,
It's
whoa,
like
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I think I
Whoa,
spider.
look at
slow your roll there, KG.
Way to go.
Holy
You got
Who don't
Brian
like?
uh,
on.
Who you say?
what I
Who don't like?
easy on the
Go ahead.
cinnamon.
Go ahead, Ash.
now what I see a lot of the times at the show are pet people, hobbyist people, and they're looking for their first project. And they're looking to get, they've been staring at clowns a lot. They've been staring at pies, and they're trying to get that for the first time, or trying to get a female for the male that they have. And that is when I start to steer people, because you'll see somebody that may have a champagne something. They want to mix it. Hey, they're looking at a spider something, be like, yeah, you can't do that,
For
or
sure.
they're looking at a
If
black
they're in
pat.
it, like you said, for the investment
Mhm,
aspect, right?
mhm,
And that's when you got to start steering them.
mhm.
What's your objective? How much money you want to make? How long do you want to do it? Do you have time? Do you have space? There's a lot of questions got to go into that. But if it's like, Ash said, they just staring at clowns and, oh, I want to breed these. Okay, hold on. Now we need to really talk.
Mhm. Yep.
CRM,
Yeah.
yes, Calico in there, based on what KG just said.
So how do
Yeah,
you
there's
get to that
calico.
point? How do you get to that? I'm easy to talk to people. Like I've been to two shows when I was with DJ and when I was up here with my homie T. I was like that. Like I listened, stay in front of the stage, stay in front of the table, talk to everybody come past, whether you make
I
a
dig
sale.
in people business, bro. Like
Yeah.
if somebody's walking by a table, and so like you gotta imagine, I'm with my man Ian, right? For an example, this snake's everywhere, right? But if
Everywhere.
somebody's staring at something too hard, I'll be like, so what you looking for?
Yeah.
Looks like you're looking for something specific. And that
Hmm.
gives them an opportunity to say something specific. Well, I'm looking something for my DG project. Okay, well then you look over here. Or are you looking for clowns? Okay, look over here. Pop.
Hmm.
You know, you can get
100%.
more in depth with it. But when you're looking at the person, man, you could just tell sometimes. Like sometimes people walking by with their hand on their chin. Like they looking for something specific. Like what you looking for, bro? What's up? Talk to me.
And it's
It
crazy
may
because that's why I always ask people that aren't from the West to come to one show out here because it's way different than any show you'll ever go to. To see 10,000 people in a room is crazy, and 9,000 of them are families. You only got a select few that really know genetics, are really into things. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
whole different conversation. I've sold Super Orange Dream Ultra Male Het Desert Ghost. Man, that lady done ain't got a clue what the hell that was, right? But
right.
her son loved that snake, and that's when I'm trying to steer her. Here, get one of these $200 pies. Like, I can't sell you this. This snake
I
worth
want
too much
that one.
money. She
Yeah.
said,
Mm-hmm.
no, my son wants that. I said, listen, I got to be honest. You're not breeding the snake. It doesn't make sense. She said, I don't care.
I want that one.
All right, now I'm
What was
like,
it?
okay,
What was it?
see,
Was it
see window one.
what was it?
She's
What was
taking the
this?
money. Okay.
KG, I want to ask what the sticker was on that snake, just so that we can have a better idea of what we call pet price.
So that's another thing, right? California, I've sold $1,700 pies
Mm-hmm.
they were triple het,
As
but they
Right.
wanted
pets?
it as a pet. Yeah, and I
There
would
you
have
go.
sold it for 3,000, but I couldn't take like. There's something in me I just can't. I feel like I'm getting over. You know what I mean? You're not breeding this shit. I'm not gonna take a regular pie price, but I'm not gonna charge you full price.
Right. If you're not
I'm as fair
gonna
as they come.
propagate, if
Yeah,
I know
How
you're
I'm as
do
not
you,
gonna
fair as
how do
they
you
come.
propagate, I'm not
differentiate
gonna
that?
upcharge it.
How do you
Huh?
differentiate that?
Oh, if you saw the family that came, I know they ain't breeding.
Mm.
Yeah, it was. That's what I'm saying. It's a no-brainer. It wasn't like, hey, a breeder was on the other aisle, like, hey, go set this dude up, act like you want the snake. It wasn't like that. You know what I
Mm.
mean? It was nothing fishy. It was totally organic. The whole experience. And a lot of times, sales happen like people will come on Saturday and they'll walk the
Mm.
whole show, ask some questions, look at some stuff, and you think, oh, that sale's gone. Then Sunday they pop right up. Okay, I'm back. I'm ready. I got my enclosure. I got everything I want. Let me get this.
Yeah.
So I
And
mean, shows are it's a different. So many times I tell people they'll get bent out of shape, right? Because they'll
Next
see a
question.
project that
Question.
they're in, and they'll see a snake go for nothing, basically, right? And they get all upset. I'm like, you got to understand, that's a show price. It ain't like they put it on Morph Market for that.
mm-hmm.
So many times, man, the best deals is at a show, especially on Sunday when they get the hour before they about to close. Man, that's when I done came up to bet. Hey, man, you don't want to take that back, man. Let me go and just give you 200.
Yeah. KG, I also think like
So,
culturally in general, we're not primed to negotiate. Right. We're used to like walking into a store and whatever the price is on the thing, then that's what you pay, and then you buy your thing and then you leave.
Wait, who
And I
who is
think
who is that? Who's not prime?
Yeah, who's we?
not
Yeah,
Because
what
who we?
I can tell you
Yeah.
no, but I'm gonna just
no
see
well
what
well
that.
well
No,
well
that's a cultural
I'm
thing. Because
gonna
black
say
people always want a deal.
that very well could be.
Yeah.
Maybe this is an old white lady problem. It
I
very
knew
well
I
may
was
be
Right.
an
Yeah.
black.
old white
Hey,
lady
listen.
problem. And I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
tell you right now.
I'm gonna
I don't give
acknowledge
a
that
damn.
right there. I
There's no
know that
fun
for
in
me,
just
no, but
taking it for
honestly,
the sticker price.
I
I
know
want the banter. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right. I
I
Exactly.
don't
know
Yeah.
know. I don't know. Like me personally, I
for
don't know.
me.
Like honestly, like if you say this is your price, I'm in it. I know what it takes. You know what I mean? So I'm a plumber. So I
Yeah.
know if I had someone come to my house to do plumber work, I'm gonna pay him what
Hmm.
he said because I know his time is what he say he's worth.
Valuable. Right. You're
That's
not gonna dick them around on
it's a,
your
it
pipes.
is kind of hard for me to say, could we work a deal on this? If it's in
Hmm.
an auction, totally different. But if I feel like
Yeah.
you posted this for this price, I'm not really inclined to try to work a deal because I feel like that's what you want. So
Okay. So with
Hmm.
that being said, do you get offended if somebody asks you for a deal?
no,
Yep.
because I know
You
everyone's
lying. You lying. You
no,
lying because
you're
you
not.
hold
Honestly,
on. I'm gonna tell you how you lying. I'm gonna tell you how
DJ's
you
gonna
lying.
bust you
I'm gonna
out
tell you
right
how
here,
you lying.
right now.
You literally told us the other day when you went to this
Hey,
lady house to do something for her.
that has nothing to do with this.
But
That
it's the
has
same.
nothing.
It's the same
No,
concept, bro. What
no,
you about to
no.
say,
Hold
Brandon?
up. Hear
Brian?
me out. Listen to this. This is
some
totally
authors are
this
disrespectful.
is totally different. I went to somebody's house to change a wax ring on their toilet. If they called the company would have charged them like $225 to change the wax ring, right? She say, how much you gonna charge? I said $100. She said, I could have called the company for $75. You worth more than the company? Yeah. Like I'm a master. I'm already giving you a deal. You were calling the warranty company that's gonna come a week later. You're getting the service right now at a discounted price. I'm already giving you a discount. So I said, you know what? Give me what you want. She gave me $75. I never would go back. I'm not about to sit here and feel like, dang, that's messed up. It's a
Hey, Brandon, but you know what that's gonna do? Now she gonna tell all her friends, hey, call Brandon. Just tell him, hey, this is what it's
and
worth.
guess what?
He gonna go for it.
And that just happened. I just did a water heater for her sister-in-law. I said, call the company, have them come give you a quote. She got a quote at $3,600. My normal price was way less than half of that. But I said I'd do it for half. So I made up from what her sister didn't give me by like $400 on your other sister.
Hey,
So
Brandon, hold on.
That's working the network right there.
I sent the sister the link. She watching this right now.
hey, and she still got a deal, bro. She still got a deal. She ain't gonna be mad.
I
But
was just gonna say thank you to KG though. I knew I was black.
Right.
I was trying to get a
knew
cheaper
it.
price.
that was totally different. So
I'm asking.
always.
I don't give a damn. I'm asking. I know
Hey, I'm
Vanna
always gonna
act
get a
like she
deal.
black because she's damn always want a deal. Shit. Vanna, the price is 700.
Hey,
Yeah.
KG,
I walked
now I'm
up
hitting
to
KG up for some
Kittinger
animals.
at that Tinley show and offered him a deal, and he said yes. So yeah, I didn't pay what was on there.
When I
Right,
go to
but
But I had cash, so
cash is extra, but also like I don't know, white girl to white girl. There's a little part of you with anxiety that's like when you go to ask for the deal, you're like, oh, should I? Oh, shouldn't I? Whereas I feel like other folks are more like learned. Other folks are more learned in the ways of haggling that some of us may not be.
Yeah, you just gotta learn it. It's an art to it. I go to Pet
It's
Paradise
art.
and
It's
I get
art,
deals.
skill.
Okay, I get deals at Pet Paradise. They had a steak for 300. I said, "Come on, man, talk to me. You see me all the
Right.
time. We could do something, baby."
Right, but
Listen,
I
That
can't
was
go
low hanging
haggle with
fruit. I could have
Kroger
said
or
something
Amazon.
crazy right there, man.
you miss every shot you don't take.
Let's be real. Rock was over there throwing a temper
You
tantrum
don't
on the
ask,
floor.
you
First
don't
thing he's
get.
gonna say is no, and then I'm gonna pay what he's asking for, and
Wait, what you
that's
say,
it. Like,
Eric?
it is what
Oh,
it
you
is.
you
Why
gonna
not
pay what I'm
shoot your
asking?
shot?
You gonna pay what I'm well,
What?
send my 500 then. Shit.
Hey, the only reason Rock you get deals at Pet Paradise because you jump on the floor and throw a temper tantrum like a little kid. I seen it.
Hey, man. Hey, whatever get the deal done by any means necessary.
Oh hell no.
You know, I'm already short, so all I gotta do is cut off my facial hair, act like a kid. You know, start pulling at the heartstrings.
You pull up like Roscoe from Martin with the little snot hanging.
I can see that now.
Wait, no, just get on your knees and put the clown shoes out your knees.
Exactly.
So when
He
do you
run
know
that. He
you're
run that Martin.
overpriced? When do you know you're overpriced? Like say
When nobody buys your
When no one's
product.
even asking you for a deal.
I don't even still, right? I respect everybody's price. Like a lot of people were clowning the dude who put the 65,000 on the Ultra Male Sunset. Right?
Nah, that's
It's all
legit.
hey, everybody clown, but then when the shit mark sold, they're like, "Ooh, shit." They happy because now they feel like, "Ooh, my project is up," right? If it
Bet you
don't sell,
dollars.
then it's like, "Look at this jerk off, man. He outpricing himself."
Hey, let's
You
be
know what?
real though.
I have no idea who bought that thing,
Yo,
but if I
look
had
at
to
this
bet,
guy.
I would bet it was Brock.
Let's be real, man. Half them snakes on
Sincere.
Morph
I am
Market don't
from
sell for the
Brooklyn,
prices
bro.
they ask.
This guy.
Just saying.
I am from Brooklyn, Sincere.
I
This
mean,
guy,
just
he
because
really does.
it was listed for 65 doesn't mean it sold for
Brooklyn in the
Right.
house.
Man, hit
Yeah,
my
price
Instagram,
is
bro.
everything, man.
You hit my Instagram, bro. It's Morph Minded One, bro. Get to know me,
Well,
bro.
and we all know there's some people who put stuff up on Market and they got it marked with a "fuck you, pay me" price, right? Like
There's a
it's
lot of
not
stuff like
really
that.
for sale, but I just want to show it off,
Hey,
and that's
that's a great
legit.
point. So that spider combo,
It's still
when we
here.
first produced it,
Mm-hmm.
D posted it on Morph Market for 8,500 with the jeans, and
Mm-hmm.
people was man, you should have seen the hate that we was getting. People trying to clown us. I said, okay, well, if that's too much, then make one.
Right.
That's what the snake is worth to me. Shit.
Right.
You can't
That's
get
what it.
another one of these. This is it. It's one and done. I don't care if I gave you every gene.
Mm,
You're never gonna produce that.
right.
So
Damn.
there are fuck you prices, and I think that
Yeah.
65,000 was one of them fuck you prices.
Fuck you, make me. And
That's
and 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 and, and someone pushed and someone shoved, and I'm sure they came to a amicable agreement.
Yeah,
Ooh, man.
it's like the malice
You think
gene,
he
right?
sold that shit?
That's how think how difficult that is. That Ash he's trying to wrap his brain around how do I price this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only one that got it, so you get to dictate the price, right?
Right.
Now the hard part is you don't want to come too low. And then you don't want to be too high where you're the only one that got it. Like Cosmos, for the longest time, Ralph couldn't sell the shit because he was asking $1 million for the shit.
Right.
You know
He
what
had
I
fuck
mean?
you pay me price
Right.
on all of that.
Fact.
But so he ends
Fact.
up with 10,000 in the rack. Now that's not good. Obviously, that's when you know, okay, my price might be a little too high.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I need to, scoot it, bump it down a little bit. It's hard to
Maybe,
price something that you're the only one that got.
maybe that's the thing about those prices is that price is going to hold until somebody runs out of room.
I mean,
No,
I
the
find
But
price
that
the price Justin has already determined what the price is.
fact.
Mhm.
That's what we were talking about
We were
protection
talking about
earlier,
that
sister.
earlier.
Yes, yes,
I
ma'am.
have a
Yes,
hard
ma'am.
He
enough
already
time
he already
putting
determined the price.
I
So
have a hard
Ralph
enough
kind of
place
fucked himself. You know what
putting
I mean?
prices on combos I make that I haven't seen before, let alone is something fucking new, man. God bless you, bro.
Bro,
CKG,
man,
you nice. I was trying to tell her that earlier without saying it like that, but you just
without
said
saying
it,
it.
man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, bro. I
Wait,
was
what?
trying
Which
to.
part?
It's
Which part?
how to price something and then, like the malice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say somebody reach out to him, a big breeder. They see it and they say, shit, man, I like this. And they reach out to Ash, hey, let me get this. If I'm Ash, I'm like, well, I ain't even selling. I'm holding them back. Even though I know I done blessed a couple people already, I'm holding
Mm-hmm.
that back because if I'm trying to get he's creating this market basically, right?
Right.
In the right, I say the wrong hands, but in the right hands with the right collection, he
Mm-hmm.
could pass you up. That's what happened with Ralph. He let
Right.
Justin
Right.
get some females, right? Thinking, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I got at least 3 years.
Right.
Well, Justin, he got the female to
You
breed in
got racks
16
upon
months.
racks upon racks.
In 16
And
months. Not only that, you gave it to somebody who got quad visuals. He gonna pass your ass up before you can even set the market on the price.
right, literally the year after he got that Cosmos, he was making Cosmos clowns or
This is
some
what
shit.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So
He
you
was
got to be
only
Protection.
careful. You got to be careful when you marketing a new
mm-hmm.
gene.
Right.
If you
Because
give it
I
to the wrong person, you
yeah,
fuck.
KG, I brought up earlier when Antoine from Cold Blooded was
Hmm.
marketing the gorilla, he was not selling it to big breeders. He was only selling it to smaller hobby level breeders.
Yeah, and
All right, I
he
got a
he
question
came
Because
for
he
in
was
at a fair
protecting his
price. In
market.
my opinion, he
Mm-hmm.
came in at a fair price. He was offering the gorilla for 3,000 at tender.
Mm-hmm.
but I got
Yeah.
a
And I
question.
thought that was fair
I,
for a new gene. A lot of people was
and I
giving him
know
shit
somebody
like, man, that ain't nothing but a super blackhead, or how people
or
always want
HRA
to
or
hate.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
you gonna
does
but
get
that
that.
make a difference though? Because if he was to give that to a bigger breeder that can actually break it down and realize that it was something else that was carrying this, couldn't that hurt him?
You could. That's what I'm saying. It's so difficult to. How do you market something that you got? Anybody, all of us that's breeding snakes, we can hatch out something and get a spontaneous mutation. That's how all these genes come about anyway. So you could
right,
get
like
lucky, hatch something out, and think, "Ooh, that's different. I'm gonna keep it." Now, fast
mm-hmm,
forward, let's say it's a male. So next year, you like, let me breed it to two other snakes and see if it passes on. Now you done
mm-hmm,
bred it, and oh shit, this shit done passed on. Now you gotta okay. Now I gotta hold back a female and breed that and see if there's a super. So now you done
mm-hmm,
put 6 years into this shit. Now you figured out, oh, I really got something. How do you market that?
mm-hmm.
That's where Ash is right now. He done put in all this time. He done bred it back, done raised up the babies. Now it's like, shit, I can unleash the floodgates right now. How do I do it? Is there? I don't think there's a right or a wrong way, really. You can only hope that whatever you start the price at, it either does one or two things. It values and it keeps going up, or you don't want to
Mm-hmm.
sell it and then people like, man, it ain't worth that shit. Now you got 900 fucking snakes you can't dump. And you
Mm-hmm.
done spent 7-8 years in this trying to, cultivate this, and now
Yeah.
you got motherfuckers hating, and now everybody's like, oh, I'm off that. That ain't nothing but so and so, or I could do that with this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
KG, what do you think of the strategy where you just kind of jump in on a gene that's been proven but hasn't gotten a lot of traction? And I'm talking about
Oh,
stuff
that
like
happens. That happens all the
Sapphire,
time.
Shrapnel,
Hey, go
and
back.
Adder,
a couple
Go
of those are
adder.
getting
go back.
traction now.
No, hold on. Go back 2 years
Mm-hmm.
ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I was on a hair down, and they asked me, "What gene would you? What's a codon that you would add?" Right? And I said,
Mm-hmm.
"Well, I really don't have the room, but I think that what's the? You just said it,
Sapphire
Sapphire.
shrapnel.
sapphire." I said, "Hey, sapphires is crazy." And it was at a price point when confusion was probably 3 times the cost. And I
Oh,
said,
absolutely.
if you like that disruptor style gene, get
Mm-hmm.
Sapphire. I'm trying to get people into the shit. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
listened. Now what happened? Somebody done made a Sapphire clown and a super Sapphire. Now all of a sudden it got traction. So
Wait,
that's another gene
I
that
think
starts off.
KG. I think you're talking about shrapnel because shrapnel got some traction because they made the
Yeah,
clown
shrapnel
version.
and Sapphire.
The
And
and
Both,
Sapphire.
Sapphire, yeah.
Yeah.
both, which makes me super fucking excited because I have a pastel sapphire shrapnel and I just want to put her to goddamn
Holy,
everything. But
holy
And
shit.
we'll see
and
what
that's what
happens.
you should. That's a
But
both of
but
those
I
genes
mean,
are crazy.
right? But in her with no codons, pastel
Show it or
sapphire
we don't.
shrapnel, I
You
was
gotta
out
show it or it don't exist.
$1,600, $1,600 for her,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I don't regret that investment one bit.
You got that from
So
Anna?
no, I got that one from Trig.
Okay. Yeah, I remember Anna had some shrapnel and some sapphire, two,
Anna's
three
got
years
sapphire
ago.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
Anna's got sapphire stuff. A couple people got sapphire
Anna's
stuff.
like Ash. She wanna go
Mhm.
through, let me find something that's super unique.
Mhm.
A lot of people don't want to invest the time, right? They don't want to
Right.
roll the dice.
Mhm.
So many people, there's a lot of people just want to be an Indian. No, there's a lot of
Right.
people
Yep.
don't want to be a chief.
Well,
And that's fine. That's okay.
I think when you're thinking about it in terms of the long game, right? So when I think about it, I'm 45 years old. I got at best.
Wait, hold on. You what?
I am 45 years old, KG.
Damn. No, I'm just saying, and white people, you look like you're
Right?
30. You
Right?
look like you're
Right?
30. Like, man, you look good.
I
Pat
got the
yourself
don't
on the
crack.
back.
He
Yeah.
said,
I think when I took the ancestry DNA, it came up with like 2% black, and I was just like, oh, is that why all my family says we're Native
That's it.
American?
That's it. You got a little melanin.
Maybe just a teensy bit, but teensy bit.
I'm just
But
fucking around, guys.
no, I know. But like when I think about lifetime, like how many generations, how long is my runway, right? Because when you get to be
Hmm.
middle aged, you got to start thinking about how long is my runway, and at best, I got what 10,
Nah,
14
hell no. You got
generations.
more than that.
Well, if you think about it, it
Oh,
takes 2 to 3
generation,
years.
generation,
If
generation.
you
Yeah,
think
yeah.
about it, it takes
Right.
two to
Yeah,
two
no,
to
no,
three
no.
years to
So
grow up
30
a
years, you
female.
saying 30 years, right?
Yeah, in 30 years, I got what 10 to 12 generations. So if I take a female, like I make a female, grow her up, make babies from her, then grow that baby up, make babies from that baby, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
On the long ass runway, I got 12 generations in me, right? So when you
Hmm.
think about what you want to do and how you want to plan your breeding future, I felt like it was a valid investment to say I'm going to buy the sapphire shrapnel pastel for $1,600 and
You got a
follow the
female?
runway. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm going to follow the runway with her. And
AG
I'll
thinking. Like he's looking
No,
around like,
that's why I always preach your best snake
mhm,
should always be a male.
ah,
yeah.
Always.
Well, that's what I was
Period.
able to get at the time. But
No,
next
and
year,
that's
well, but
sometimes you don't have that option. You know what I mean?
right. But if I get her and then I make some males, then the generational changeover is a lot shorter with the males.
Hmm.
But if I'm just
Well,
thinking
that's
about
what I'm saying.
females,
Hey, if you
but if
got a
I'm
powerful
just,
male, you're able to do a lot more
oh,
in
for
a lot
sure.
lot less time. With the female, shit,
Exactly. But you
I got a
still,
female.
you,
We'll never get the money back. 15,000. This bitch five
lavender
years
pie,
old, done reabsorbed twice. I'm
lavender pie.
praying
Damn,
this year,
bruh.
like, just give me a clutch, please. She probably worth
What,
$3 now.
what
I'll
is
give you
she? What is,
4.
you got to tell us. You got to tell us now that the inquiring minds need to know.
Oh,
Don't
and
say,
she got pastel.
damn.
Pastel, what is she? Pastel, blackhead, banana phantom clown.
oh, wait.
$4.
Fun times.
That's what I'm saying. Now, what is that worth? It ain't worth shit. But when I bought it, it was the craziest clown available.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the reabsorb. I mean, this girl got to be 9,000 grams. Shit, give me something.
Well, that's a Burmese, not a ball python.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
She got Volta mom and dad. What?
And now, if I would have got that in the mail, I'd have did damage already. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even if the male
Yeah.
don't breed the first year, I know he gonna
Mm-hmm.
lock to something. I would have got something. I can't even get the money back now.
Right.
Now I gotta breed a fucking triple visual tour to make some crazy hets. It might take me 2 clutches to recoup all that
Right.
money.
That's interesting though, because
that's the game we play, right? You roll the
right.
dice. Some of it,
Mm-hmm.
some shit we won on, but some shit we lost on too.
Goes back to the conversation about would you rather work all codoms or all recessive projects, and
if I could only do one, I'm doing codoms all day.
We're only doing codoms, but it also kind of the other lens to look at that through is that the codoms you can get the visual expression with just the het versus having to have the homozygous for the recessive.
I'm still a
but it
fan of
shortens
one
the
copy
runway.
of Monsoon. I don't even need a super
fractal?
Monsoon. I just like one copy of Monsoon.
I seen some one copy of Monsoons. I was like, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That shit makes them wild. We done produced some crazy shit with just the quote unquote het influence. I don't believe the shit is recessive, me personally. So
no, I'm with you, KJ. I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, but see, that's a marketing thing too, right?
Hell yeah.
If I had malice, I'm saying, hey, this shit is recessive.
Yo, you wild.
The heads just look crazy. That's how they sold us on this Monsoon bullshit.
Yeah, I don't think Ass is with us no more. He's been frozen for a minute.
No, Ash in the house. And man, I'm telling you, that's crazy. It's crazy. And that's to think, Ash, he's on the inside. Ian is his boy. That's the number one importer. Period.
Yes, sir.
So to be able to be behind the scenes and go through them racks, man, I would kill for that.
Even some of the animals I've seen Ian take to shows before is just because
the first snake we bought from Ian, he was sold like, I don't give a shit. I had an hour conversation with him. He's like, "Oh yeah, man, I started candy talk." I said, "Man, you ain't never thought about if you would have kept one and just bred it, how much money you could have made?" He's like, "I ain't worried about that shit."
He done did all of that shit, man. He done with that.
Yeah, he's like, man, I'm past that. Yeah, exactly.
I met him at a hamburger show. I went out with Brad McCarthy from Worldwide Reptilia, and it was the stuff they had there at that time. This was like a lot of years ago.
And he know how to name them. I be crying laughing off the names he be giving these snakes.
So with that, then, like, so when do you get to that point? Like, you experienced all of the snake keeping. You was a keeper, then you was a breeder, and then you realized the work and all of that takes away from your normal day-to-day routine. At that point, once you get past that point, but you still love what you do, is that when you get to the point to where it's just like, man, fuck it, I'm just having fun with it now?
I would do this shit if it didn't make me $1, bro. If I lost money, I'd do this shit. Damn right.
Man.
Yeah, I would still do it, bro.
I got so much shit I could be doing right now. I'll be in here geeking out. My kids is like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude, man? Hey, they'll call me. Where you at? Man, you already know. Don't ask me no dumbass questions. You gonna come put these blue gloves on? All right, Lee. I'll hit you later. Shit.
Yeah, my kid's most interest in the snake breeding is how much money I'll pay them to scrub tubs so they can go buy Roblox. So.
And I'm so anal. I always threaten people like, come help me clean. But when they get here, I'm like, nah, don't touch that. I got it.
That's what you did to
Because
Wiz.
you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it the way I
Hey,
like. Oh man, I gave Wiz the smallest rack in here. This motherfucker got bit like 5 times. I said, Wiz, never mind, man. Just leave it alone. I got it. I got it from here.
Oh hell.
I got it from here.
I'm the same way. Like my kids, they want to, but I'm the same way. I'm like, if you're gonna do it, then I still gotta go behind you and do it.
So wait.
Yeah, just
yep.
watch out.
Hey, why you think you never see D in here? Hey, if we should do a reality show, me and D. I'll be cussing D's ass out every day. Don't touch shit. Nothing. Well, let me clean the rats. No. Don't do it. You ain't gonna do it the way I would like it. I'm gonna go right behind you.
Yeah.
She be in here. Hey, and me when I'm doing waters, I dump the old water. I don't care if it still look clean. I dump it, F10, wipe the cup down, and then fresh water. Man, D be in here with her water bottle and then pour it into. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Come on, man. What is you doing?
That's funny as hell.
To your point, the only tubs that Reese is scrubbing are the ones that I actually pulled out the rack and stacked up over by the laundry room sink. So he's just like tub scrubbing. He's not spot cleaning.
And that's
He's
why
just
I like paper so much, because it forces you to clean. When everything was on coke, though, you know, they'll be laying on the shit in the back on the heat. You'll open the front, it look flawless. Like, okay, that one's good.
Yeah.
Keep cleaning, right? Then you go through the feed one day, they come off the shit, and there's fuzz back there. Like, what the hell? I didn't even see that. No.
I just got a whole room humidifier, so I might switch to paper. I was on cocoa because I'm in the Midwest and it's not humid.
Paper's hard, man. Paper's hard, especially if you have sub-adults. Adults is a lot easier because they don't shit that often.
And
But
I got a bunch of
snakes that's growing, man, I'll clean it today. Tomorrow they'll blow it out. Wow, I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh,
I didn't even feed you.
Their favorite tub to
shit
shit
come
in.
from?
No, their favorite tub to shit in is the one I just changed.
Oh,
like
that's fact.
always, 100%.
Or when you throw that mail in there and she just smearing shit all over.
Oh yeah,
man.
Man.
I didn't know who it was.
The mail come out so dirty. I'm like, man, what are y'all doing in here, man?
Girl, you nasty.
So I never knew if it was the male or the female that did that.
Man, it's both of them.
I don't know. Sometimes I want to just put a little ring camera in there so I can see what's
The
really popping.
female, though,
You know what's crazy? I tried doing that one year when I was breeding to see if I could catch her while
you put the camera in there? Yeah.
I kid you not. That female did not lay shit when I had that camera. As soon as I took the camera out, eggs, bro. I swear to God, bro. The next day it was eggs. Bro, it's like she knew, but I don't know if it's like
she rolled by the camera every day, like
nah. Bro.
I ain't ready.
I'm gonna have to see if I can find the footage. Cause I had it was linked to my phone and I could save it. Man, that female didn't lay shit, bro. And and she'll come, she'll rub her body in front of the camera and shit. She's talking about Snake Hub. She'll rub her body on the camera and shit, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the camera wouldn't move, so I can, I can move it in there. Man, she was not fucking with that shit at all. Somebody got it on camera though. The European guy, I forgot his name. He on YouTube.
TJ
the old guy.
I think TJ and Greg got theirs on camera too.
Oh, but I'm talking about.
You know who probably got some footage is Tommy, because Tommy breathes in like clear vision in. I mean, like all her snakes in some. It look like enclosures. They look like pet enclosures, vines and shit in there.
Oh, she had
Brian Barchek used to do it too.
Mm-hmm. I got my cousin on an experiment right now to see if it. I want to see if ball pythons can take all the way through. So I set him up with a male and a female. He got it in a 3x2x2 with vines and 2 hides and all. Man, I swear to you, these snakes is probably the most social I've ever seen. You flip the light on there, they come right out the high. Like, what's happening? What y'all doing?
I used to have a snake like that. He used to watch TV with mine.
They eat every week. Like, they ain't went off food. Ain't none of that. And, he got young kids. His daughter, man, every time one of her friends come over, look at my snake. Look what I could do. She be tossing this shit. I'm like, hey, hold on, man. It's working. It's working. So
that's crazy.
I want to see if they breed. He's coming on a year now, so they're probably about 700 grams now. He ain't stuffing them. He's not feeding them like to breed like that, but he's feeding them every week, and he feed them same time. Like, he get 2 rats. He got this he made a divider that he puts in the middle of the enclosure and give them rats. As soon as they strike, he lift the divider. And it's almost like they finish at the same time, roll right back in the hide and lay on each other. I'm like, okay.
That's interesting. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
It's pretty, it's cool to see. Because, you think that ball pythons ain't capable of that, right? Like, oh, they just shy. They gonna clam up. They don't want to be out. But he's proven that theory wrong. So there's more than one way.
And Dave Kaufman's ball python documentary, he had the video with the temple, and none of those ball pythons are all off on their lonesome. They are all in a big cuddle puddle in that temple.
Hell yes. Shout out.
I think it's possible. Numbers. I think it's possible, especially if they're from hatchling. It's probably a lot harder to put 2 adults together.
It'd be interesting to see if there's any behavioral shift as they start getting into like reproductive maturity between the 2 of them. It's like, would they need a bigger enclosure?
For everybody's collection, right? We all know. I know when somebody comes here which snakes to pull out, and I know which one's crazy as bat shit. And I'm like, nah, don't touch that tub.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Oh, here, you want a big one? Let me give you this big docile one. So I think, it's like humans. They ain't all alike. Some of them, some of them cool, some of them not.
Well, you trying to call me crazy?
Straight crazy.
That's fun. That's my stuff.
That's a little bit.
Do you have any species you can cohab?
Do I?
Oh,
no. Well, yeah, I cohab the gaboons.
What?
The gaboon vipers I cohab.
Oh, I thought you said baboons.
I would think those would eat each other. They don't eat each other? Well, they don't.
The gaboon vipers don't.
Man, that's a funky ass snake, man.
Yeah, I like those too.
They're gorgeous. Crazy. They look like Art Deco window.
No, what's crazy is when you see one, right? Like how colorful it is and the pattern is crazy. Like, man, that shit ain't camouflaging nowhere.
Man,
as soon as they throw that shit on some leaves and branches, like, damn, where'd it go?
Can't find that motherfucker.
Man,
and if you pay attention to anyone that imports and they actually keep track of where they're from, they change. Like their colors are different.
Too? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and especially with like rhino vipers, like and all that, and like some gaboons have a slight variance of color change, but like the rhino vipers you can get are so variable.
Yo,
Rock can be so bright and beautiful. And the best looking thing I've ever seen was a rhino viper gaboon hybrid. It was gorgeous, reds and yellow, and
I think I've seen that. It was like
a hybrid.
It was like a stoplight.
I want to make some hybrids, man. I don't give a damn what nobody thinks. But
what
that's
a
passion project for me. First up,
and make sure you keep all of them
balls.
too.
Yeah, bowling
what type
ball.
of hybrid would you
make sure you keep all of them.
Bowling ball.
Bowling balls just sounds like a highly marketable name.
Yeah, bowling's python and a ball python.
Sounds like
y'all going too far now, man. Y'all shouldn't be mixing shit.
I heard bowling ball.
Doing that.
They got that
bowling ball.
I was thinking about because my super dwarf is almost ready to breed. I was thinking about putting a ball python to her.
Hey, they've done it before.
I know.
Yo, bro, don't do it, bro. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it.
Nah, this is for fun, shits and giggles.
Nah, bro, don't do it, bro.
Shits and
don't
giggles.
do it. I know the community's like, don't do it. I'm like, man, I just gotta see it.
I just be so
Hey, I'm
scared
just gonna say,
somebody's gonna
send it.
put it back to the ball
Right. Yeah.
pythons. Then yeah, you gonna end up with a grandkid
Mix
that
it in
got the
there. All right.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
Hey, they got their
mentality
cheers, you
of
know.
a
Some of them, yeah,
blood, but
there's like a
it
difference
looked
between
like
there's
a
some people that want to see the
Hey,
stuff.
have green tree teeth. Like what the fuck?
That's crazy.
Nah, that
Yeah,
is.
I was thinking
Hit
about it. I
call
do
them
want to do a
ballers.
hybrid though.
That'd
Yeah, I
be
do
better.
want to do it though.
So what's the
That's great.
temperament of a bowler's python?
They cool, super chill.
So it'll
The
work then.
ones that I've held adults and babies, but they were captive bred, so I can't tell you. I don't know how they are straight out the wild, but they
So
was,
then
man,
it'll be a
super
pretty
chill.
docile snake.
They're more relaxed than a retic. You know, retics is moving constantly. The Bolins, I had him around my neck at the Anaheim Super Show for probably 2 hours. He was chilling.
Wow.
oh
Yeah, yeah. Bolins was dope. The pattern is crazy. You know that soup. It's crazy because it looked like two different snakes. The head has them big, thick ass scales, and then the body got tight scales. The head looks like it's black velvet. Crazy.
That's good.
That
Yeah.
thing, yeah, that thing's nice.
Yeah, I ain't never
I
Those
seen
think
expensive, right? A burn
Clown
ball.
burn balls. No, I haven't seen those.
yeah.
Send it, Dylan. Show them the pictures.
Wait a minute.
Oh
So
no,
that
they
means
aging them
did they
now,
breed
right?
them back,
Nah, they
Mhm.
try to
They
breed them.
breed.
or is clown an incomplete dominant when you breed it to a burn?
No, the
Yo,
genes carry over from the ball pythons.
Mhm.
Into
But
burn.
is it?
Yeah,
But does it act like a
in
grown
the
up,
in
or
the
is it still recessive?
I think it's
no, it's
still at
still a
the recessive. I think
recessive,
it
I
was like
It's
think.
still a
double.
recessive.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yes.
because you got to
I
remember
don't know.
in
There's a
Burmese.
guy out here who breeds super dwarf berms too.
Oh, the prog size.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're under 10 feet. So that would
Yeah, there's
be. I mean,
only
if you gonna do a cross, do something like that. You don't
that
want no
must be.
yeah, there's
mainland.
only there's very few of those
Oh
around.
man, I know his name. I just
Legit
can't
ones,
think of it right
anyone.
now.
So for a burn ball, I wonder if you got to keep head to head. Like, do you got to keep it 1.1, or could you, if you
You
had
can.
a male burn ball, could you put it to a female clown and make burn ball clowns?
No, you want to go the other way.
So you want to go,
Don't you
okay,
want you want the smaller snake? I think.
as the male.
No, as the
See,
female.
that's why I
As the
said don't
female.
do it.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
do it.
That
As
yeah.
don't
the
sound
female.
safe.
Mhm.
You want what? So whatever species, whichever snake is the smallest one, that's the one you want to use. You
As
don't
the
want
That's
to
the one
take a mainland female retic that get 20 feet and try to breed it to a ball python male. That's only like what 2.5 feet.
Yeah, you got to
You
also
gonna have some 14-foot hybrids.
you
so
got to
you want
remember
to take
that
a
they
20-foot
mature fast.
mainland male and put it to a 3-foot or 5-foot
you
female?
got to think.
You want to find your biggest.
Mhm.
Yeah, you want to find your
Yeah.
biggest ball python female and your smallest mainland and put that together.
That just sounds
Mhm.
like that
You
sounds like
making the babies. You're making them smaller. You're making them
Yeah,
more
but
manageable too.
I've seen 5 foot males breed.
Mhm.
5 foot.
Just saying, berms
What? Oh yeah.
and retics. Like it all depends. Like just like if you have a male ball python that
No, that's
doesn't
what
want to
I'm
eat.
saying. You want to use the smaller snake. The
Yeah,
male is the smaller one, so you would breed that to
Yeah,
like a big
yeah.
female.
We still going over here.
yeah, because like I had my acid ball python. He didn't want to eat as a baby, and like he didn't grow as well as the others,
this
but he was
man
still
saying like
producing
that's crazy.
plugs, even though he's little.
He did his python. What? Biver? I can't pronounce that shit.
Python bivitatus progshi.
Mhm.
That's what it is when
That's a
it's.
dwarf berm.
Yeah.
Nope, typically male ball, female burn.
See, that's what Dylan said.
Well,
Man,
so
y'all
you're
better
talking about
stop
something
that
different. You're talking
shit.
about like there's a difference between there's a difference between the burn
Hey,
ball height.
Ash
The
said,
burn.
Just
"Stop
stop.
playing with
Just
stop
stop.
playing with."
Yeah, let
Yeah,
him
just stop. Just stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
So, stop.
Got
But like
everybody talking about it and shit. That's crazy.
there's the difference between there's a difference between the burn ball hybrid and the prog shy, because the
Yeah.
prog
Oh
shy
yeah.
is an
Well,
actual dwarf locality of Burm.
he was given the name of it. That's all. The full name.
Yeah,
He
Dylan's
was
one
I
of them
like
named
guys
Burma.
for
that
I
it.
like I like the I like the
Sperms are dope,
what's
man.
this called? The angry ball, the Angolan.
That's
Yeah, Angolan.
Angolan. Yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
That's the closest to the ball python, like size wise and look wise,
I don't
right?
know. I think the Super Bowl would be
Angolan.
the blood python ball python.
No, I'm
The
saying
bird
as
ball.
far as like wild type,
Oh,
the wild type Angolans look closest related to ball pythons,
Mm.
like face,
I
head
like that.
structure, pattern, and everything, size.
Them-
yeah.
He said not a locality is a different subspecies. Whatever
Oh
the
yeah,
hell that
Dylan
word
know
was
these
earlier, y'all talking
the
about.
berms.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Well,
know
what's
about
that
them burn.
locality, Dylan?
He ain't letting that pass.
He know
he go, hey,
about them burn.
So
Yeah,
what
Dylan
would
said
you do
locality,
with
sir.
if you made a clutch full of hybrids? Like, are you
Oh, I would keep, the best ones, and then I'm giving the other ones to like family members
You
got you?
see, and then
or
Dibs.
they gonna get
friends or
sick
something.
of them, and
Dibs.
then somebody that breed
Basically,
ball pythons gonna
we
end
gonna
up
breed
with
them.
one, and then they gonna breed them, and
You
then now
said
you're
now we
fucking
got a problem.
exactly. Your monsoon clown now
I want
has
one of everything.
1/8 of a
Dibs.
fucking Burmese blood in it, and it's
No,
fucking gonna
that's how
kill
you got
you.
to do it. Like how super dwarfs are. It's 56.3%,
That shit
Right.
weird as hell.
That shit.
and that's
yeah,
crazy because when we got this first super LC, man, I hit dude back like, "Hey, man, is this a hybrid?"
Huh.
Because it kept going crazy.
What a super form looked like a white lip python. I'm like, "Man,
it
Yeah, that
do.
bitch
Yeah.
is
It
this
black with
do.
some
all
white
ball
feathers.
python?" And he's like, "Nah. I swear I imported it. It is. This is what it is. Like, this is the original
Mm.
snake. This is the super." I said, "All right, man. Don't be lying to me."
Well, listen, I'm
So
coming to you
have
as soon
you
as I sell this
recreated the
trio of
super yet?
babies. What'd you
Have
say,
you
Jay?
Yeah.
recreated the super yet?
Hmm?
Have you made a super LC yet?
No. And that's my thing is I didn't want to when I first got it because LC hasn't been it hasn't been put to nothing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get in that trap like he did. He found the shit in 2007. He made the first super in
Damn.
2012. 2012, the first super. So for the next 8 years, he just kept trying to make supers.
He said,
Now we ain't got shit but some Bell jeans and supers. Like
now we ain't got
the
shit.
dude in
Yeah.
Japan finally hit a clown version, and
Yeah,
it's just a single gene. That thing's crazy.
yeah.
Fucking wild.
Now, yeah, that really shifted because I got two pies, right? I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna make a panda pie. I'm gonna make a super LC pie."
Fuck
But then
that.
I switched that. I was like, "Nah, fuck that." So I started pairing the female pie to I don't even know what I put to her. Something, with double recessive or triple recessive, something like that. Because I can do it next year.
Yeah.
This year, I need to make all the crazy hets, right?
Yeah.
And get that going. So now next year, I can fuck around and make more supers. But I never even, it was a thought. When I first got it, was like, oh, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then I asked Austin when he came down last year, he saw it in person. And I was like, hey, what would you put to this? And he's like, nothing. Just make more supers. It's perfect. I'm like,
What the fuck?
nah, I'm not
Mm-mm.
doing it. I'm not
So you
So,
doing
gotta
it.
so is that going
proliferate.
back to that? Is that what I'm about to say? That turn back to how we was like y'all was saying earlier about protecting and all that shit? Is that or is that how is that pushing the project forward?
It's
Just make
not.
the super.
That's what
I
I'm
know. That's
saying.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
nah. And I
The only
found
way.
out because originally I thought we were the only people who had it in the States. Then I
Oh,
found out that Marcus got one from Morphologics.
Hmm.
And then my buddy out here, Eric from Valley Heat, he got one. We were the only ones who had a super. And then Marcus bought a super.
oh,
Marcus still hasn't bred his. He fucking around. He like shelved it because it ain't
why?
been marketed and none of that.
Oh,
It don't have no recessives. It's just a
Yeah.
super, right?
he don't want to do the
And
work.
I hit him last year like, hey man, start breeding that motherfucker. Like, don't wait. Shit.
Well,
Huh.
Yeah,
it's
Huh.
I
funny
mean,
let's get the
because
project
he's
going.
he's not far from me. If he's not gonna work it, I'll go pick it up from his
Because
house.
hey, it's funny, KG, because
Marcus and I talk.
before I met you and found out about that you had that
Yeah,
years ago, I seen somebody down in Florida with that gene.
with the LC.
Yeah, I'm like, I wonder if that KG swooped them up from them people too.
I don't know. Because when I first, you know how I came about it? was from fucking Chris Hardwick.
Oh,
He had
that's
a thumbnail and it said it was either the darkest or the blackest ball python you could buy. That was the thumbnail. So I clicked on it
on
and
one of
watched.
his videos when he did
I
all his morph
clicked on it
videos.
and watched it. Yeah. And as
Yeah.
soon as I saw the super, I was like, man, who got
Damn.
this shit? That is crazy. That's that clown burn.
Yeah.
That shit
Damn.
cold.
That's nuts.
That
Holy
shit
hell!
cold.
Damn.
That's got like a
Nuts.
berm head, but
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, it didn't.
That
It
shit
didn't give you the
cold.
clown head. It didn't give you the clown head.
Look
No,
at
dude,
Ash.
it's
Look
got a
at Ash.
berm
I
head.
see. Hey, but
Ash.
this is what Ash was talking about. Now you done open Pandora's box.
Yep.
Facts. Because I'm like, I wonder what a cryptic could look like.
Oh man.
Just better. The cryptic would just look better. That's all. That's the answer to that
I'm not gonna
question.
lie though, it's giving me real tribal vibes. It's giving
That
me real
shit.
tribal
It looks
vibes. That
like
shit
it's
hard.
Desert Ghost. You know,
That
like
shit
the
Damn.
hard.
pattern is super clean,
Yeah.
super bright. It's
Yeah.
yeah, that's a crazy one right there. Like that pattern is
Damn.
nuts.
Somebody gonna make a clown pad berm now because they already got pads.
Hey, kids, you can be
There
buying
you go.
Burmese next. Watch.
There
Man,
you go.
I mean, they do have high berms.
Ash is
that thing
crushed.
crazy.
Look at Nate.
Right.
Nate said he put lace
Oh.
and mahogany in it.
Oh, what's that, KG? Oh,
I
that.
like.
Granity.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I like that.
That's an Ian project.
That's
Yeah.
a cousin. I like that. I would like a cousin.
Wait, let me see the
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
It looks
Looks-
like it has yellow belly in it or something with all the
Looks-
flaming and stuff.
That's a nice cousin.
It looks
What a belly look like.
Yeah.
what's the thing I'm thinking of? It's
I like that.
This was I just got it from Ian from Outback.
mhm.
You know, everybody was on their granite
Grim.
tip.
Grim.
I
It's
was
giving
like,
me.
nah,
It's
I
giving
That's
me.
want something
way
different.
more. Way
Yeah.
more. Yeah. Nah.
It's giving Grim vibes.
That's
me.
incomplete dominant. That ain't even a super.
That's cool.
So how do you know if it's an incomplete dominant or not? If you
Because
don't breed?
I think that's a cousin of the Malice.
Malice.
Yeah,
That's
that's what I
what I
say. They
think.
look like cousins.
Yeah, it's probably
You
got
gotta
the
see-
same lineage, maybe yellow belly in it or something. I almost
gotta see how it
started
interacts.
to do a panel test on it. Then I'm like, nah, that's gonna take the fun out of it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
so
fuck
you
it.
gonna really
Let me just, I'm gonna really just breed it. I'm not even gonna
old
mess
school.
with it.
Old school.
Where is that snake?
That's crazy.
But see, at the end of the day,
Yeah, I
that's
like
what it's
that
about.
joint.
Though.
I like
Fun.
that joint. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I feel like shed testing kind of like not necessarily hurt in terms of the investment side, but in terms of the project side, it kind of hurt because you can just test and it could possibly be something that's already out and that can crush your dreams, or you could just hide it and still say it's not, even though you know it is.
Just send it, KG.
Right, right. But then
Just
somebody
send it.
else who gets it can test it and know that you're a damn liar, and then you just wrecked your reputation for what? $100?
Yeah.
Hey, before that snake, that snake didn't come out the egg black like that, did it?
Well, yeah, it was close to this.
Oh.
It's gotten a little
It
darker
looked like
over
it grew.
time.
It looked like it. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like the black advantage shit.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying about like came out looking like a white lip because the face on it.
I was like, man, is this Angolan white lip? What is this thing, man?
Yeah.
And it's got the crazy confusion belly.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
So that's the problem, right? You got that.
Let me see the lines on the back, KG. That's crazy.
To still have pattern is what makes it. So here,
I like that.
That's just LC, and then I'll show you the other super we got. Oh damn, he's over here breathing. Let me see if he locked.
The first one you showed, was that straight? Was that head LC or was that super?
No, that's super right there. So I'm gonna
That's
show you
super.
another. I'm gonna show you another super. Man, let him go. Damn, you got him on handcuff.
Got him on lock.
That's super with butter.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh wow.
So the butter, usually butter combos is so you still get the same pattern in the butter
Just
trying to
violent.
come through, but it doesn't
Yeah.
look like a butter combo.
It just opened
And
it
it
up a bit.
and it wiped the belly clean.
And it
Wipe the
made
You
the
don't
belly.
get
side
that.
busier.
You don't get the crazy belly. This pattern is identical to this pattern. It's just
Mm-hmm.
this pattern is you can't see it as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
Gotcha.
opened up.
And it's just a little brighter too. It's not as dark.
Yeah, no, this one's bright.
Real pretty though.
That's the breeder male.
So when you got something like that and you don't want to go straight, well, of course you gotta make your heads. What's next after you make your heads?
Then I'll
And
try.
when you're in
Well,
the
you know what?
process of making heads, do you put it
I
to stuff that has other codons in it, or do you just put it to a straight
yes,
shape
yes.
gene?
That's the thing, right? Is this the only genes that's been put to this snake has only been genes. It's almost like the monsoon shit.
Mm.
All monsoons, the only ones we ever saw had bells in them. They were specials. They were Mojaves. They were crystal. You know what I mean? Like we don't
Yeah,
even know what that shit looked like with something else in it. So
that's
that was
true.
my biggest thing is I'm gonna put all kind of other crazy genes in it.
Yeah.
And I
I
like
think
dark. I like dark stuff. So I'm using acid. I'm using stranger. I'm using hurricane. Everything dark. Blackhead. Like I
that's
want to
one of the
Hey,
see
things
what else can I get to this.
I like about shed testing when it comes to incorporating recessives into those incomplete dominant projects is that it lowers the bar of risk, right? So I got super psyched today because my Sunset Boy locked with my Het Ultramel girl, but she's banana, cinnamon, pastel, Mojave, right? So I get all those genes into my ultrasound project. But if there wasn't shed testing, I'd have to hold everything back just to see what proved. Whereas as a smaller breeder, and I don't have that kind of real estate, I can just test and hold back what is actually double het and go from there and then sell everything else off that's just het sunset.
So what if you
So
don't hit no double
That
heads?
that's the
what it
power of
that's
LC.
well, and that's just nature telling me to go fuck myself. Like that's the dice you roll. Ooh, that's pretty. I like all
what's
that
up,
blushing on
That
the
KG?
back. What's
that
that?
that looks like Exantic, like an Exantic adult.
Mm-hmm.
So LC strips all the yellow from pastel. That's pastel.
Oh
Oh
shit.
shit.
Uh,
Hell. Damn hell you say.
That's how strong LC is. Like, how do
How
you
the fuck
turn
you be
a
getting your
pastel into Exantic?
how
And
you be
this is
getting your
heck.
snake to sit
This
still?
is heck clown.
Mm.
send it.
They
So
just they just be sitting still.
this one's going to a chocolate DG clown head hypo.
Oh wow.
Is that a male or a female?
This is a female. She breeding
Oh,
right now.
damn you.
Shit.
And that's what I'm saying. I thought that we were going to be the first ones to see what LC Clown looked like. And then the Japanese dude hit it. I reached it, DM'd him so quick. Man, where the hell you get that snake from? I was mad as hell.
He's like, surprise.
Yeah, he like, oh, you thought you was the only one, huh?
That's crazy.
He's like,
That's crazy.
So
But yeah,
then I'll
yo.
show you just a single copy of LC in the single form. Let's see.
Dylan said LC Malice Chernobyl.
That's what I'm saying. What's that going to look like with? So the single copy looks like a darker version of a blackhead, is how I explain it.
Yeah, I need me
do
that.
you think that's darker than blackhead?
Oh, 100%.
I
Now
like
I've seen some dark blackheads, but I'm saying your average blackhead, this is way darker.
Hmm.
And you get the granite through the pattern. So
So
that's just
LC
one
a
copy.
granite is it a granite type gene?
I don't know.
They
Because
used
the
to be.
super, how can we tell? The super's so dark.
That's
Is there
true.
granite
That's
Yeah,
true.
underneath there?
That's
But
true.
yeah,
you got granite in here. It's not a lot, but it's in there. It's in the alien heads.
yeah. That's interesting.
So we'll figure that out. And then this one is het ultra male.
Can't you
So
pull an LC
Send
out of
it.
anywhere?
Yay, Ultra
Send
Male. Send it. Send it to my house.
it.
Ultra Male.
Is it a male or a female?
that's a female. She
No, the
breeding
het
right
ultra
now.
male one. The het
That's
Jerry
ultra
said
female.
male.
send.
Female.
Jerry, you said send the link. You too late. I'm about to end this shit. I'm sleepy. Y'all playing.
That's way past DJ bedtime.
I know. I
Not
gotta go
even.
parent.
But not only
I'm
that,
wide awake.
I came. Listen, I came straight from work. I had to change my
Oh,
oil,
here's one.
and
I'm
then I
still at
jumped
work.
onto this motherfucker.
This is
Yeah.
It was a good show, man. It was
Yeah.
different. It was
It
different.
definitely different. It definitely was different.
It
It
was
was
different.
a lot to take in, and I appreciate it because it made for some
What's that, KG?
good
My
content.
brother.
that's LC cinnamon
Ooh.
Hey, you can just
stretch
drop that
out.
in that box with my black pastel's gonna be coming.
Making cinnamon great again.
That shit fire.
No, this is
Idea.
a lot. This is Elias.
Damn,
Was
Elias
that
a
just
lot.
send it
Elias's
to
baby?
Elias just
Aw.
send it to Eric. I don't want it no more.
Dylan talking about.
Shit,
Dylan
This is
Elias.
talking about.
Is that a male or female?
this is a male head pod.
Oh,
Oh. Hey, Elias, I'm gonna send you a female.
Bless.
Hey,
We're gonna do
I
something.
will be hitting you
Everybody
up,
finna try to
KG.
send a
You're a
female.
female, Elias.
Nah,
We're gonna do something.
I ain't. I'm
Let me
trying to sell.
No
look.
Ashley.
Let me just be smart with my bomb squad credits.
I'm just gonna try to get rid of this trio of DG clown stuff I got and be hitting KG up.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
Man, I'm trying to get prophecy
Yeah,
credit.
super dark.
And that just
I'll just hit it out,
Yeah,
or we can hit up Elias.
so that's now I'll show you the power of LC over pastel. Hey, watch out, man.
look at the
Hey,
live.
I'm just
That's
gonna set
mine.
KG in my snakes and tell him what's my credit worth.
A female for that too, Elias.
That's pastel cinnamon LC sandblast head pod. So that's
Oh,
Oh.
you can
Look at the
use
back
that
of
to
that.
make like a 8-ball combo. I
I
mean,
got a
not an 8-ball,
question for
urban
you about
Camo
that
camo.
sandblast,
Urban
bro.
camo,
But
urban
I'll ask
camo.
it
What?
off the air.
LC.
Yeah.
Nah, I got a question too. I want to hear the question.
Look how outlined that dorsals are.
What you about to ask, Ash?
I was thinking about that urban camo, and Ian has this gene. I forget the name of it, but he uses it instead of cinnamon. It makes an all black snake, but it's has a viable super and all of that. I can't think of the name, but I think I'm gonna do that and try to some urban camo, some viable urban camo.
Are you talking about the black matter with the champagne?
So that's why I did this pairing. So I took a LC Pied and bred it to a pastel cinnamon sandblast het pie to try to make, an LC urban camo. I didn't hit it. I don't know if it was bad odds or it ain't gonna look like that, but this is the closest I came. And it don't look like an urban camo. But that's got everything in it. The sandblast, the pastel, the cinnamon, and the LC.
Damn.
That shit crazy.
I think this is a female. Is this a female? Oh, hold on. Let me pop this. I thought this was
working
or is this a
overtime
male?
tonight. We working overtime tonight.
Yeah, that's a female.
What that mean? They're staying? What that mean?
No,
They're staying?
No, it's for sale.
Oh.
Man, I don't want no little small females no more, man.
Yeah, that's the fun part, bro.
You want
it is. I'm not gonna say
hold
it
on.
ain't fun,
Wait, hold
man.
on. Now watch this. Watch this. So I'm gonna show you comparison, right? So obviously I feed the snake. But I don't feed that snake like I'm holding it back. This snake was hatched a week before this female.
Oh.
So what you do is, Brandon, you buy it and you let KG feed it until you're ready to get it. That's exactly what you do.
Look at
You
that
keep it there,
compare.
right?
Look at
You
that.
buy it and pay him to keep it there.
Look at that
That's how it's
comparison.
supposed to be right there. You feed it like you love it.
Beautiful
Yes,
though.
Oh,
What
sir.
you
is
can
that?
eat.
Yes,
That's
sir.
that pastel. That's that calico monsoon shit.
Yeah. The one copy. Yeah.
I'm already
One
hip. I'm
copy.
already hip.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. One
Damn.
copy. You
Mhm.
don't even need to go crazy.
Stranger monsoon. I'm sorry.
That's
That's
crazy.
what inspired me to do that pairing that I'm doing this year.
But see, I told y'all that's the key. Look how orange that thing is.
That
That's the
thing's
Very.
key
jumping.
to get a snake up fast. Put it in the biggest enclosure that it will eat in,
Facts.
and that thing will stretch out quick.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah, I
this is
have.
that's a breeder male. This snake was
Yeah.
hatched on July 1st. That's
Damn.
that's
Damn.
960 grams. July 1st. Breeder.
Shit.
He locking
Of,
now.
Yeah.
of July 1st, 2024?
2024.
No shit.
Yeah.
That was the clutch mate to the other one.
No, this one was
Oh,
the other one was
before.
hatched a couple months after. But
Mm.
I'm saying if you can get, but I started off that snake this size, so it shed. I fed it once in an FB5. Soon as it shed again, the day after,
Mhm.
I put it in this enclosure and offered it a meal. It took the meal. I'm like, oh, you stuck, and
Man,
you see how
KG,
quick
you
he
ain't
grew.
lying, KG. You
What?
not lying, bro. I got some snakes is like 300 grams. I put them in a 55-40.
Oh man, if you can get,
Yeah,
if they'll
What?
eat, that's the key. If they'll eat,
if y'all pay
don't put them in
attention,
there with a
you
hide. Don't do that. They
nope,
gotta eat with no hide. If
nope.
they eat with no hide, they gonna take off.
And if y'all think I'm lying, go see where I get them GHI malices at from on tape. Out of my 55-40. Them things is little, but they eat so well that it doesn't bother them. I only put a
Yep,
good eating snake in a tub
that's
that
it.
big because you're going to stay in there forever. It helps
I
you in the
tried
long
it.
run.
This is another
Yeah.
female I was holding back. I tried it
Damn.
with her, but she went off
Sick,
food. She wouldn't go
sick.
for it.
So
Hold up.
you
You
She
could
said
ain't
get a
ready.
was?
normal.
You said
Mhm.
was holding back? Like you're not holding that back no more?
No, 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 no. Originally, I was selling this. I took this to Tinley, but people
Yeah, I
was
remember
Uh,
that.
offering me like trying to, like I was at a swap
Low
meet. I
ball.
said, "Man, you fucking crazy.
uh,
You can't even buy
No.
this snake, man.
no.
Ah, you
That
won't
jump
take four. You won't
crazy.
take four for it. No, I
Yes,
won't.
sir. Hit that like button. Get them likes up for me, please. Thank you.
20
Look,
bucks.
look what that het monsoon did, man.
So they offered you 400 and you wanted
No,
600.
4,000.
Oh,
I had it up for
yeah, you are.
7,000.
God damn. That's crazy.
Hey, so let me ask y'all a question, right? A real question. When y'all pay 6,000, 7,000, 5,000 for one snake, right? Y'all don't be like iffy on it. Like, what if the shit dies the next day?
Hell yeah,
Of
you be nervous
course.
as a
Of
motherfucker.
course.
Shit,
Of
bro.
course.
Here, look, I'll show you
Having
that.
money doesn't mean you don't
Look
have
at
feelings.
look at that girl.
That shit
Look at
like
that girl.
gambles, like gambling.
That's 3,000 grams reabsorbed 2 years in a row. That's
Damn.
10,000 we paid for that snake.
Fuck.
I ain't getting that shit back.
Hey yo, when I first started messing with my malice, right? I didn't want to have the few that I had all in one place. So I literally had a couple in Maryland, like one in New Jersey, and one like in Philly. I'm dead ass serious. God
Right.
forbid
Yeah.
something happens, everything goes to hell.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. We're
Mhm.
not doing it. No.
Damn.
No.
I'm
That's
telling you.
No.
smart. That's risk management right
I
there.
had
At
that
the, like
much
the
faith in it.
highest
That
level.
much faith. I have that much faith in that gene and always have. Yeah. That's it.
Shit.
That was another snake I missed the bag on. I should have sold this
Mm.
one, but I didn't. That was
What is that? A
two.
pinstripe, son? What is that?
That's 2 years
I
ago. That's
can't see.
fire stranger pinstripe desert ghost clown female. Got offered $35K for that. I was like, nope. It was the first Desert Ghost clown that I produced, and it had Stranger at the time. I'm like, nah, that ain't for sale. Sorry.
Sentimental value.
But now that project is down, right?
That's what's up.
But
Gotta
that's
put
all
some
right.
gas in it. Gotta put some
You see
gas
it.
in that yet. Yeah.
Stranger Calico Monsoon. So Super Strangers coming. That'll be triple hats. Now I'm gonna start. Yeah, we back to the 10,000 for the triple hat.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it back. You got me on the first one. You ain't getting me on the next one. Damn it.
Yeah, that shit happened to mine. That shit. Oh, that was sad.
That's beautiful.
Ultra male lovers.
That's beautiful right there.
Speaking my language, man.
What's that? OD?
Ultra
That's
mel.
Ultra Mel?
Ultra mel.
But
that's
OD Ultra Mel?
OD DG Ultra male.
DG.
Okay.
I knew it was one of the
Oh,
Ashes.
holy shit. No
I knew
way.
it was one of the Ashes. I didn't know which one.
Yeah. I
DG
knew it
is
was
not
Orange
Ashy.
Dream in that joint. Look at the tail. I could see the
That
OD in the tail. It's very
that
reduced.
that might be the first DG and something orangey that I don't hate.
What? So you know what super OD DGs look like, right? They look totally different. So that snake was I think it was 1 in 126, I think it was, or something. That's 1
Is
in
it
256.
I was like, is that
Oh,
256?
That's super orange dream, ultra
nah.
male desert ghost.
Nah, man. Take the copy away and give me the single copy.
This one.
Facts.
Yeah.
I'm with
Right.
you. I
That's
am
what
on
I'm
your
saying.
team. Yes.
It's crazy how much the super, but just like without ultra male, right? Just a super OD DG versus a OD DG. It's
It's
crazy
like
how
the
much
super
brighter it is.
bananas aren't as color
Well,
or aren't as colorful
They
as a
great.
regular
the
banana. You
funny
know what I mean?
Yeah, this thing then turned into a hypo monarch.
I see why you say that. Yeah, man.
See, I find it
Yeah.
really ironic that the super form of the orange dream sucked out all the orange.
You would think it would
No, but
enhance it, right?
when it hatched, it was a whole lot more.
A
But
whole lot
now it's
different.
every shed is getting a little brighter, a little brighter.
That's like mandarin and banana also. You would think that it would make it brighter, but
Yeah.
it
Super
does something.
bananas like ill.
Yeah, the super banana washes out. Same thing.
Oh yeah.
This
That's
thing
great. I
crazy.
like that.
Yeah,
I like
this is
that.
nuts. I like the way that one's aging.
Sounds
So
pretty.
just imagine you throw some dark jeans on top of that.
Sexy.
Blackhead,
So
Enchy,
here,
everything.
I'll show you the same snake without DG, so you can see the comparison.
Yeah.
The OD, just OD, ultra male without DG.
Thanks for doing that. I wouldn't have been able to tell. The DG does help it.
Now you see the
DG does
difference.
have the orange.
Yeah,
It does have the orange.
yeah. That DG goes crazy.
It's probably
Now,
gonna be a bigger difference when you put the dark gene in it too.
yes, yes. The DG's holding the color better.
Yeah, it does hold it better. You got
This
that
one
one.
has age on it. So when this one was younger, it looked better. So I'll show you the clutch mate. The clutch mate is crazy right now, but they don't age that well. They start off orange and purple.
I like that.
That one's my favorite.
And that's in shed. I mean, this thing is burnt orange. Now that's how it starts. You want to see breeder of this? You talking about washing out? That's why when we hit that one 3 years ago, I thought, oh my God, we hit the DG. Well, this before DG testing. No, we didn't hit it. Where's that thing at? Oh, right here.
Facts. He should have been on there with all the ultras.
That's Super Orange Dream Ultra.
I like it without DG. I would like.
I like it without DG.
Good
See how
night.
you see how it ages?
Good night.
It's pretty.
I like it
Super
without DG.
OD.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
It's pretty, but it went the wrong way
yeah,
for me.
it
Yeah,
went the
good night.
wrong way. It did.
Yeah.
That's why now same snake with DG.
Oh
Super
shit.
OD. See how this one aged? But it
Yeah.
started off like this. So when I hit that, I was like, "Oh shit!" I hit the DG, but it
Mm-hmm.
aged to this. I'm like, "What the fuck? How'd I get a Monarch?"
Good night.
Yeah.
That's that's the
Oh, oh.
progression of all ultra males. So depending on the look you
All right.
trying to achieve, I still think like Ash said, that's the
Mm-hmm.
best one in my opinion.
I like that one.
Single
Without dark
OD,
jeans, single
Hmm.
OD.
single
But
OD,
Single
DG.
OD.
we haven't hit just DG Ultra Male. This one had OD, so maybe
Mm-hmm.
the single version might be even better. I don't know. But now you want to put, now I got a palette. I know what I'm working with. Now, okay, now I can start adding shit. Put the
So you don't
crazy
have any.
pattern
You don't got it.
disruptor.
You don't got it with hypo.
No, I don't like hypo and DG.
I'll run
No,
What?
hypo.
Ultra
Did
I'll
you
male.
mean
run.
hypo and ultramel?
I.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
hypo
No.
and ultra male.
I
I
don't
would
like the way
DG.
it ages.
What, hypo instead of DG or hypo with DG?
No,
Hypo
hypo
instead of
ultra
DG.
males. But I've only seen hypo
Uh,
ultra male pies.
yeah.
Ultra male pie doesn't need hypo. The
Yes.
Facts.
non hypo version ages better,
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
in my opinion. But like I said, it depends on what's your color palette. What do you like? Some
Right.
people
One
like this
thing.
little sherbert looking thing. If
One
I'm
thing
trying to
I.
make an orange snake, I want it to stay orange.
Stay orange.
Fact.
Yeah.
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 This boy for sale. So that's a breeder. He's 1,300 grams.
And you said he just OD.
Super OD ultra
Super
male.
OD.
Yeah.
Good night.
So you could start with something, you know.
I gotta.
Hopefully I get a black pastel chocolate cryptic het ultra male Hasset hypo.
The dark jeans with ultramel, I love. I
Mm.
love the color
Yeah,
tones.
hopefully one of them is
They age like how that Super OD looks now. That's how they age.
Mm-hmm.
They keep them dark, deep colors with crazy contrast. Let me see, what is the ultramel pie? This is
I'll tell you when I would not do. I wouldn't do DG hypo ultramil. I feel like that would just be a waste.
Yeah.
I think this looks better than the hypo version at this size.
Me
Is
too,
that just
'cause it
straight
keeps the color.
ultra
Yeah, it keeps it.
ultrapine?
Yeah, this is just straight ultramel pie, nothing else.
Yeah,
I
it
need
keeps
nothing else.
The oranges and everything, it holds better. When you add the hypo, it brightens it up too much.
No,
Maybe
I
the
like this.
hypo, with
I
some
like.
dark jeans, it might work better. But
Yeah, I like the
so,
saturation, and the only thing you would add to that would be like yellow belly, NG, OD.
that's going to the monsoon.
Oh shit.
Hey.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm monsooning everything.
They made a test for that yet?
Nope. Still working on it.
Somebody did. We just don't got it.
They got that test. The special people got it.
Man, they can test for that shit. They just not releasing it, man.
They just ain't released it yet.
Nah, they ain't released it, man. They playing. Let me see.
All right, KG, we had a question earlier.
Yep.
If everything was going to shit, so you can only grab one animal, what would it be?
If what? If what was
If
going
you
to shit?
could grab one animal,
Everything.
what would it be?
Hey, so now hold on. Let me turn the camera around. This is real tough right here. This is crazy. So, California had the fires, right?
Yep.
My house burned. Dee's house burned a little. Her house still standing. I was here at the facility, which is 3 miles from the crib. So as the fires were moving this way, it's 4:30 in the morning, and I had that tough decision. Everything I can't take out of here. I was planning, like, I had this big ass box, 2 of these, and I'm thinking, how many snakes can I pack in here? Maybe 40. So I was in here at 4:30 in the morning as the fires is burning, trying to figure out which 40 I'm gonna take. Hey, man, you talking about stress, bruh? Oh, I can't tell you how stressed out. I didn't give a fuck about my house. These
All right,
snakes.
so you
Oh,
had to pick.
hey,
Well, that's because
You
we
was
can
trying to.
insure the damn house.
bruh. I've never been a person who valued material things. That shit come and go. I've never been that way. But these snakes, bruh, that shit was bringing me to tears trying to figure out which ones I was gonna take because everything can't go. And the doorways are not big enough where I could just roll the racks out. And these aren't freedom breeders, so they don't just lift off. You got to bang the tops out. Man, I was in here stressing, bro, trying to figure out who's coming. All the rats gonna get burned. I got DG Stranger Clown shit in the incubator. I'm like, damn, I can't even take that, bro. Stress.
I'm glad it worked out, bro.
Yeah,
Man,
no, I'm
That
glad you're
too.
safe.
Me too, bro. You talking about how happy when the wind stopped and the fire stopped moving? Ooh, ooh, you talking about a gorilla off your back,
So
man.
what was the first animal?
Yeah, what's the first one going in the tub? That's what we
I
want to
was
know.
I was taking all the monsoon shit that I produced, and I was taking the bomb gene stuff. Everything else was staying.
Damn.
Wow.
That's the
Oh
stuff that
yeah.
means the most to me. Monsoon got the highest value in our collection, and then the
Yeah.
bomb shit is shit that I'm trying to prove out still. So I'm like, that got to come with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's
Everything
crazy you
else
say that
got
too
to go.
because Ash was just saying earlier how if he had certain genes, he would pass it amongst the people so that they could work it. And that's exactly what you've been doing with the bomb gene.
Bro, only people in my Patreon got access to that. I wasn't.
Oh
Uh-oh.
shit.
Uh-oh.
To be continued.
DDG.
So those of y'all out there, while I got this opportunity, and they're like, KG, if KG don't come back, we ending this shit. I'm going to sleep. Yeah, I think he got a phone call.
You must be East Coast. It ain't even that late here.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I'll be back.
My bad. What was I saying? Somebody called me and
Now
fucked
you
my
were
whole train
saying
of thought
only
up.
the Patreon got access to the bomb gene.
Yeah, to the bomb gene.
Mm-hmm.
And to be with total transparency, right? I could be working on some shit that's already produced. This could be a gene that's already been out. I don't know. Nobody's been able to tell me. Some people say it looked like Hurricane. Some people say it looked like Wookiee. I don't know. But I figured this is the perfect opportunity that the people that fuck with me, if it turns out to be something, we all gonna eat. Let's eat together. So that was my whole premise behind just only releasing it to Patreon members. Because at first I was hoarding that shit. And D, you know, she's like, sell that. We need rack space. Be quiet.
I'm still waiting on my
You know,
bomb. My
you know,
bomb. My bomb.
you know what I mean? Like, how can I say, ow? You gonna just bite me like that?
Hey, one bite take
Firecracker.
flight.
Ain't a bomb there, the firecracker.
Bro, that thing. Hey.
One bite take flight.
And what really pissed me off was last year I hit one of these without black pastel in it. It was just a straight bomb clown. And it was crazy. The pattern was nuts. And the motherfucker died on me.
Damn.
Died. So, you know, I got more clutches coming this year. Hopefully we can make a nuclear bomb. Hopefully there's a super, right?
Oh shit.
But
That'd be dope.
I mean, I've been showing it to people, and first thing they say, oh, that's Wookiee. Wookiee black pastel. I'm like, nah, I don't have no Wookiee. But like you said, I don't know. Is it Wookiee? I got the original snake from Europe that produced the first wacky stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'll show you one of the girls that's about to go from the very
So
first clutch.
Oh, you said you wouldn't share testing anyway.
Hey, y'all. I'm gonna
They
get
didn't
out
even
of here,
have
y'all.
they didn't have shed testing. So
Take it down.
I didn't even have a
appreciate you, brother.
choice.
Y'all. Appreciate y'all.
For sure,
No doubt,
appreciate
no
you.
doubt.
I'm
Ash.
with you. I'm with you, Brandon. I got to peace out too because I got a parent.
I
I got a
appreciate
parent.
you, man. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. It was a
No
fun
doubt, no doubt.
conversation.
Thank you.
That's something. I just don't know what it is.
I like it.
I don't know what the fuck that is. That looks like some
That's
asshole
crazy.
shit.
That's what I'm saying. What is that? You feel me?
That look like it could possibly
I
be.
had two of these. One has fire in it. This one doesn't have fire. So this, what I know for sure is in it is Inchy and Leopard.
I was about to say if I never knew anything and you just told me to guess out of some morphs, read a morph market, I would think that would be like a leopard tri-stripe.
Something like that. Like, well, what striped it out like this?
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
freaking crazy. That's
That don't
crazy.
look like no Inchy Leopard, do it?
Nah, that ain't the itchy leopard at all.
That shit crazy.
Damn.
Ashley said it looked like a leopard krypton combo.
But it don't have a Krypton neck though.
It
No,
don't.
that's true.
Trust me, I went through that. So that's the one without fire, and then this is one. Oh, she in there. She locked up. No. So this is a black pastel bomb clown that's going back to a cousin.
Oh,
This one has fire in it.
That one brighter.
Yeah.
That jump crazy
fire.
too, though.
That shit crazy.
Hopefully we can
Still
produce
like
a
a
super
leopard.
version.
Like, that looked like a leopard.
Yeah, this one,
Crazy.
like, I don't even understand what's going on. Look at the headstand. Crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
I like the neck, the part on the neck and the back. It look like a little
Right
crown.
here. Yeah. So hopefully, we can hit a super version of whatever the hell that is. I am going to panel test it just to see if there is, now that they got more genetics, they got Wookiee, they got chocolate and all that other shit. So now we'll know. So when people say, oh, I think that's Wookiee, it might be Wookiee. I don't know. But I can tell you it's more than just Inchy fire leopard. I know that.
Facts. Facts. Moral of the story.
I know that thing, whatever that gene is, it passes on because I've reproduced it, in several clutches. So now
you ever reproduced it without leopard?
I did. That's what I'm saying. I hit two. I hit one that was just, I think, was the single gene version, and then I hit the single gene clown version. And they both died.
Damn.
I cut the eggs. They good, right? They out taking their breaths. The next morning I come in. I'm excited. I can't wait till they crawl out. They heads hanging out the side of the egg. I'm like, what the fuck? I opened the egg and they were both wrapped around the umbilicus.
Oh damn! And that what caused you
They choked themselves out.
So you thought that's why you started checking your shit like that now?
Oh. Hey, let it. I'll pull that thing all the way out. Let me see. Okay, put it back in there. Put it back in, tape it up. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Hey, don't call Peter on me. I'm definitely pulling that thing out. Let me see what's in here.
Hey, Chris Hardwick used to do it all the time.
Man, come on.
That man cut the egg and pulled the whole goddamn snake out.
You know who did it first? Kevin McCurley. He cut the egg open, the top of the egg, after week 1.
What?
He wanted to see the development of the snake, like week by week. How much does it develop from embryo all the way to hatchling? He successfully hatched the snake.
Damn. So what he just
would that
taped
even be
it?
considered
Cut the whole top off the thing.
He tape it? How did he keep it?
No, it was upright. It ain't moving in there. The snake would move, not the whole top. I don't mean like a big ass window, but he cut a nice size, maybe like a nickel size window off the top.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's on
Matter
YouTube?
of fact, yeah, I was gonna say you could go back in. I don't know how far back in his library because he got a huge library, but I'm sure it's still on there. That
That's
was one of the
crazy.
first videos I saw. That had to be 2020. It was nuts. But that's what back then he was willing to take that risk, right? Obviously, it wasn't. I'm sure it wasn't a snake that was worth $40,000 because you ain't gonna take that risk. It might have just been a pastel or something, but he still did it.
This is Sean Raleigh took the snake out the egg, dissected it at the show, and sold it.
From the egg.
From the egg.
They wildin'.
Yeah,
These,
that's
I'm telling you, ball pythons are sturdy, man. They can handle a lot.
crazy.
That don't mean they need to handle a lot.
No, but I'm saying they can handle more than we think.
Yeah. I
For
agree.
sure.
I feel like they're way smarter than we think they are.
Oh,
And
man.
they easy, like they adapt. Like, so this enclosure right here,
Yep.
I've been running that with no heat. And this room is around 72. Good shades.
No
humidity.
problems, huh?
No nothing.
Yeah.
No nothing.
I'm telling you this.
The light comes on in the daytime, and that's it.
Yeah. What I found out is ball pythons can handle cold way more than they can handle hot. They get past 90 degrees, you're going to have problems. They get past 100, it's night.
Yeah.
They can go down to fucking freezing. They just going to slow down. They going to be lethargic and gonna move.
And all you got to do is warm them back up, and they be right back. That's what happened to old dude that sent his, they got a snake sent to him.
The key is to let them warm up naturally.
Yeah.
If you get a snake in the cold, and it's ice cold, don't throw it on a 90-degree heat mat. That's too fast. They gotta work their way back. But no, they can handle it.
But honestly, even if it's too hot, so I got snake shipped in and it was hot, like flipping and twirling and doing all that crazy stuff for like 2 weeks. It still ate. And then now you wouldn't even be able to tell.
Yeah. Nah, they all right. Well, I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. I know y'all East Coast.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep.
Hey, DJ already hit me with the long blink and shit.
Long blinks, all that shit. Nah, but I appreciate you as always, OG. Stop acting like you don't never had a link because the link ain't never changed.
You a snitch, bro. Hey, he gonna post the DM. See, he got it.
And they had two of them on there. Y'all ain't taking me down with y'all, but nah, I appreciate everybody. Replay game, hashtag replay. You know what I'm saying, gang? We appreciate it. It was definitely a dope episode. I ain't gonna lie, this was a dope open panel. We definitely doing these once a month. So y'all see more of this type of shit.
That was cool.
Yeah, man. So definitely
appreciate both of y'all, man. Always in the chat.
Always. Bond Squad, y'all make sure y'all join that
Everybody but Banner.
Other than that, we are out.
We out.
Peace.